Nerd. Fucking nerd. Get out of my channel.
Damn
Get out of my
right.
voice chat. We don't like no fucking nerds around here. Someone else left.
I can't hear a thing. The thing is blocking the alerts, the noises.
Alrighty, they're both in the other chat. Dum-ba-da-bum-bum.
Yeah, do you want to stick around with me in the voice chat so you can talk about the maps? Yeah.
Absolutely. If we're live and you want me to start saying anything.
Yeah, we are live at the moment, so.
We're live?
Yeah, if you want to throw in an intro, like there's a lot to talk about. I guess we should talk about what we're doing right now.
What the fuck are we doing? We're playing some Kohan. We reached 100 subscribers today. Yes. Thank you so much, everybody. This is Zeza talking. BTW. Bont is streaming on the Kohan Duels channel, because the Kohan Duels channel doesn't just belong to me. It belongs to everyone. We're going to do some games today. Flute and I and Bont and all of us behind the scenes have been working to create a better, stronger, healthier Kohan game meta, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We just released a new patch, try to shore some things up. We just updated all the 1v1 maps, and I made a new 1v1 map. So we are here to dive into this new meta, explore things. Me and Flute are going to play. Anyone else who wants to play is free to jump in, but it might just be me and Flute playing every map, which is totally fine. It's going to be a very good time, and Bont is going to be our host tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to stream solo. Hopefully that'll go well. So not stream, it's cast solo. You see,
it's going to be awesome.
Off to a good start. It's going to be amazing.
You're off to. You just have to get all of it out now.
Yeah.
All of your fuck ups you can just say right now in the next 5 minutes, and then you're just going to be golden.
Oh, wouldn't
you're just
that be
gonna be
great?
riding. You're going to be riding Rainbow Road.
Wouldn't that be great? If you could just do that.
Yoshi.
You could just start every day. Just take 5 minutes. Fuck up like all of the times you were going to fuck up that day. You just do it in 5 minutes, and then you're good for the rest of the day. That would be amazing.
Actually be amazing. Oh my god!
Right? Would be
You'd have to feel a lot of shame and guilt for those first 5 minutes of all the things you fucked up in the day, but then after that you'd be good to go.
Yeah. But yeah, we got it was a new update to balance. We've started changing some of the heroes. That's going to be really interesting. And then there's the 2v2 maps as well, which we might get a look at tonight. Depends on how many people we get.
I hope so. That would be cool. Oh, and this is another big thing about the 1v1 maps I want to say. I finally got around, aside from any functional changes, which there are some, I finally got around to trying to beautify some of the 1v1 maps. And, you know, there's still a long way that I could go in beautifying them. But for the first time, I actually spent some real time and effort into making the maps look a bit more aesthetically pleasing and not just be all like straight lines and repeated sprites and all that. So anyone watching, I definitely want your feedback. Like if you see the maps and you notice like, wow, these look nicer, like it's nicer to watch because of this, let me know. Or if you're like, these maps still look like shit, then you let me know that too.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah. Flute is now saying BRB. So it looks like we just have to talk for a while till Flute comes back.
Yeah, I'm just going to check on a few things.
Yeah, so the biggest changes on the maps pretty much, we started to add like a tiny bit more emphasis on layers. I wouldn't say more emphasis. We added like a layer or two per map, but also made all the layers kind of give you less gold overall. So there's just the new meta we're thinking is going to be just a tiny bit more emphasis on like creeping and getting those layers, but not in a way where it's like the old meta. There was definitely some layers where it was like you have to race to get that layer or else you're totally behind. So we tried to eliminate that stuff and make it more of like a fun early game thing to go and like take those layers and get your little bit of extra money and gain more experience for your Kohan. Yeah. It was definitely a little bit of taking cues from like kind of how Warcraft 3 maps are designed. There's definitely a little bit of that there. Yeah, so I think it'll be cool. It'll be fun. All right, looks like we're going to start on Blizzard of Ozz, and we're just going to jump into this game so that we can show the map, because again, this changes on all of them, so we're just going to jump in and have a look-see.
Oh, both royalists, huh?
Well, this isn't going to be the real game.
Yeah, I know. It would
that
be
would
kind of
make it
funny if it
interesting.
was.
So yeah, there's no more explorable gold on the maps. That's probably the biggest change to the way the meta was before, where there was always these like explorable golds. And we basically decided that the explorable ruins did little except add like this weird thing where Royalists and Seiya had an unfair chance to gold seal. So now any ruins have monsters in them. And yeah, Flute's ready to go. I'm ready to go.
All right,
I'm ready to play, and I'll be... Oh, I suppose I should get off of the voice channel font if you're going to be casting at all.
You can. I can just mute myself in Discord so you won't hear me casting.
Oh, if you want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's give it a go. I'm just going to check one last thing before we start. Alright, so we have Fluke versus Zeza. This is something that we've seen quite recently in the other 1v1s. Sorry for no webcam today. It would be quite a bit to set up because this is not being streamed from Zeza's computer, it's being streamed from mine. So yeah, different aspect ratio. The stream setup is with the cameras and stuff it's a bit much to do on short notice, so we're just going without that today. We got these two opponents trash talking each other here. That's a good way to warm up. Getting their APM up. I hope they turned off Fog of War. Right, so red player over here.
Here we go, folks.
Yeah, Zeza can't hear us, but we can hear him. Red player over here, we have Zeza. He's just random as council. Wait.
GG, Flute wins the first game.
You forgot to put Fog of War on.
Yeah, I know.
Whoops. Oh, that was going to be interesting. Hope someone gets council again.
We'll see. We'll see what we all get.
Yeah. Alright, so we're doing this over again. We have Fluke as the blue royalist at the bottom, the south. And Zeza the red council player is at the top. So, Zeza's random council again. He's pretty competent with council. So this should be a decent game. And Fluke is also really competent with royalist. He knows what he's doing. He believes this, well, he knows this to be the most overpowered faction in the game. So he's gonna milk it for all it's worth at this point. So we have Zeza starting with the long company of footmen, and Fluke is going for a short settler. That's something he rarely does as nationalist. But now he is embracing the starting with a settler. And it looks like Zeza's going to go for his ruin. He's going to clear out the 6 militia that are in there now. As Zeza said before, it's no longer an explorable ruin, it is a ruin with enemies to clear. So like a lair now. And Fluke's gone for long engineers on a village. Very much his nationalist playstyle coming out here. Interesting choice. Not necessarily bad. I mean, he's doing everything he needs to do to perform the strategy, but very interesting. You don't see this very often. And let's see here. Zeza's getting another company of settlers. He's gonna settle somewhere safe, I imagine. Neither of them going for their Haroon just yet. They are focused on grabbing nearby lairs. The inclusion of these lairs with militia in them is definitely going to slow down the game quite a bit. As people have to go and now fight things in order to get the gold. And of course that means you have to have a company healing quite early on, so you can take them at a reasonable time. Looks like he's got Thora Mason with heal and blessing. Heal's very good because it heals every element in the company. It's a full company-wide heal. And other side we have Fluke with Jamshid and his engineers doing some work. He's taking his rune first, with Zeza just behind. Both of them are settled once and upgraded their main settlement. It looks like Zeza is going for a economic sort of battery over here, something to power the rest of his economy. He's at plus 48 while Fluke is at plus 28. It's quite usual. It's quite a normal thing for royalists to just be a little bit slow with the economy as they're rolling out in the early game. Council, and especially nationalists, can get quite a bit of gold income as early as possible. But royalist does get nice cheap settlers with the bullets, so it kind of balances out. He's going for horse archers. This is a very standard royalist play, and he's got a very good hero for this. Ordinarily, you would have a cavalry captain on here, which doesn't contribute much in the way of DPS, because they don't have a ranged attack. But if you throw in a nice Khan like this on there, especially one that throws fireballs, you have quite a healthy chunk of DPS from just one company. Yeah, looks like Zeza's going for a lot of wood units here. He's making use of that carpentry guild. And getting his Ironwood Grove. That is a +6 to wood there. No, not the +10 that it says on the bio. These have been edited on this map in particular. He's going for his rune, and it looks like that is something that Fluke hasn't started with yet.
Undress, watching me get undressed, take my body downtown. I say you're the bestest, leaning for a big kiss, put my favorite perfume on. Go play your video games. It's you, it's all for you. Everything I do, I tell you all the time. Heaven is a place on earth with you. Tell me all the things you wanna do.
I believe Zeza can't hear me, but I think he's forgotten that I can still hear him. So, yeah, that was lovely, being serenaded by Zeza there. He's having the time of his life. And we've got him taking his rune at a reasonable pace. We're 6 minutes in, and things are going well for both players. Fluke has got a short company of footmen. This is a very useful, versatile company you can throw in just about anywhere, and it's just more warm bodies for the fight. They're fantastic. Especially against cavalry. They deal a very high amount of damage to cavalry for their cost. Fun fact, the footman is actually the cheapest unit in the game. Besides the Shadow Captain, which costs a literal 0 gold. But yeah. Looks like Fluke is taking his rune and Zeza's taking his banner count. So things should start to heat up once both players have gotten themselves established. Both of them got into Ironwood Groves. Fluke is sitting here with these footmen over here, waiting for a attack from Zeza, I imagine. An attack that isn't coming, but Zeza is starting to move out here after he takes his lair. Oh right, let's check the heroes. Looks like we've got a 0 and Jamshid. We don't know who Mystery Bachelor number 3 is for, or Bachelorette for Fluke, but for Zeza we don't know either. He's got Lissa and Thora there. Lissa is just a pretty good all-round archer hero. Got some recon bonuses and stuff. He's taken her off now and is probably recruiting something with supers. No, it is double wizard with bowman. It looks like he's going to go for the morale damage route. Let's hope he gets enough of those. Looks like we have Zeza moving out, scouting the middle. Quick note about the new version of this map. The indies are no longer in the middle, only these two mines, and the indies are now off to the corners, so it helps to expand to the corners just to get access to those indies. These horse archers are going to be very effective against those spiders, but there are a lot more of them now. Yeah, that is a much tougher camp. This is once again new map here. Eight spiders, wow. That is a healthy amount of spiders. Okay, so economy-wise, plus 76 to plus 46, looks like Zeza is ahead in this regard. I hope he continues to capitalize on that and settle, because he does only have one slot remaining for a company. Whereas it looks like Fluke isn't... Okay, no, he is getting another settler company. I wonder where he's going to put that settlement. And we've got him standing guard over here, watching for any approaching enemies. Zezer's pressed those archers into position to get them into this fight quicker. It looks like Fluke is backing off, trying to get to his zone of supply.
Be hard before you go.
I apologize to anyone in the YouTube chat at the moment. Due to this being Zezer's YouTube account, I don't have a second screen. I can't see the chat, unfortunately. I'm playing the game full screen. Yeah, to anyone chatting in there, I know the one Hermit is in there. We love you, man. Hope you're enjoying the show. Let's see. Looks like I can't really tell what either player is hoping to do here. This is going to be an important expansion for Fluke over here, which is Ironwood Keep and Garrison Stand. These two are protecting each one. This is going to take quite a bit of effort to take if Zeza does decide to attack it. And of course the Iron Mine here is going to give a nice chunk of resources for him to use. It looks like Fluke is getting the library tech. He might just be going for supers. I imagine he is. He loves his wood units. So, yeah, plus he's moved up to plus 60 now. Zeza is currently at plus 81. Quite a bit ahead, but he is selling quite a bit of iron in those exports. And relying mostly on wood units. So his army's going to deal a bit more damage, but maybe not be quite as durable. Footmen are a great unit cost to benefit wise, but they're not a very solid unit to have in front of your army while your archers do their thing. So look, okay, it seems he is getting infantry with double wizard. This is a very good company because these wizards give a passive plus 6 DV bonus against archers, which stacks. So these infantry guys will be getting their range resistance, and they will be getting plus 12 DV against archers, which is huge. It's 28, which deducts 28 damage from every shot. And yeah, that'll be significant. It's a very solid front line. It doesn't have healing, unfortunately, and it's only effective. The armor's only effective against arrows or ranged units, but yeah, still a solid choice, and he's getting his wizard count up. Zeza at the moment is aiming to have 6 wizards, so that when they lightning bolt a particular company, that company's morale will drop very quickly, and they will flee long before they have taken too much damage. It's a morale damage trick for fighting effectively. It's just to have a bunch of wizards and have them just shoot the shit out of everything. Looks like Azura is going to go down. Ouch. She was standing out of position there. Fluke is moving towards the middle of the map here. It looks like Zeza's in a bit of a bad position because he's struggling with supply zones here. So is Fluke to an extent, but his army is in a much better state. And it looks like he might just be remedying that with an outpost when he has the money. Another settler group here for Zeza, and that is his third hero, Dali Azadeh. Very, very good Kohan hero. Not so much to the rest of the company, but certainly for herself. She's got, like, some amazing bonuses. The only modifier she gives is, like, a 5% overall decrease of morale losses, and because she's a blessing hero, and they decided to nerf blessing heroes slightly. This is not our patch, this is the 1.3.10 patch. They deduct 1 DV, so that when she casts her blessing, she gets the usual +3, but with a -1, it's now +2. So it's not too overpowering in the beginning. It does unfortunately make blessing and protection Kohan heroes very strong because of how weak the other ones are. We're hoping to address this in our patch, actually. And yes, we have 2 Super Lancers. That is another unusual company that you don't see very often, but is very effective. Looks like Fluke is focusing all on his military at the moment, and Zeza's economy is doing very well. He's got a sort of supply there to heal. Depending on how Fluke reacts to this could go very badly for either of them. Looks like he's flanking with his Lancers here. Very good choice. They go down real fast to Fluke's DPS. Sorry, to Zeza's DPS. That's right. Fluke is the red. Fluke is the blue. Zeza's the red. Getting confused here. Yeah, he's running his scouts in there, trying to kill wizards, trying to kill archers, running his lancers in here. Those lancers are doing very well. Not well enough though, they are taking a lot of damage and going down. Oh, he's lost 1 super company. Is he going to lose another? Yes, he loses both super companies. That is quite expensive. Not as much with a billet, but quite expensive nonetheless. Fluke is looking to get a hero kill here. I don't think he's going to be able to do it though. And now we have rotting companies, which is not good. Means Fluke can harass as much as he wants. Right, let's see here. So we have the Channeler Cleric Company out of Zeza here. And another infantry with wizards. Did he lose that company? Yes, he did. Yeah, these companies over here, the Channeler Cleric, is going to be extremely tough. They've got, not only have they got 2 healer supports to keep them up. This healer over here heals AoE, so she heals the entire company for a small amount. And this guy over here heals for a single large amount on any particular unit. And both spells that they cast stack, because they're different spells. So Blessing stacks with Protection, which gives a total of +9 DV, if I'm not mistaken. It's a bit of a waste to put to put a cleric on this company when you have Dali on here, if you just wanted to stack the blessings, because the blessings unfortunately don't stack. Dali's blessing is a bit useless in the situation. But yeah, very strong company, and gives a massive amount of healing and defense value, and it just tanks extremely well. Not only that, both of these supports have a quicker recovery bonus, which stacks quite nicely to 137%, so they recover faster if the supports are still alive when you retreat them into supply zone. Looks like a bit of a waiting game at the moment. Fluke has got the Hunter. Poor bastard. It's one of the crappiest heroes. Doesn't have much of economy, but he's settling some more. Yeah, it seems like he's neglected to get many buildings that give a direct amount of economy, which is pretty bad for it's a pretty bad situation for Royalists to be in, because They tend to fall behind very quickly if you don't keep that up. These lancers are not going to find much luck against these channeler companies. It's a +9 DV and +2 because of the blessing. Yeah, so +9 to defense, +2 to attack. These guys are just monsters, honestly. They take so much punishment. And when you weave them in like this, then it protects the other units, because they might just target one of the units in this company. We've got Fluke walling up over here. He's expecting a big fight. Right now it looks like Zeza is trading better. Fluke is kind of backing off, waiting for Zeza to spread out. And then he's going to try to hit different sides. He's trying to go after these archers over here. So he's trying to get to these guys. He doesn't have the cavalry to come all the way around. So he's waiting for Zeza to commit to an attack on one side so he can come in and flank from the other. And he's getting ready to poke in here. Yep, here he is. He's going to run into these channeler, infantry channeler companies again. Which sucks for him because they just take no damage whatsoever. This fight is looking very bad for Fluke in the middle here. He successfully killed off all the militia and he's doing... Oh, he lost the channeler there. That kind of sucks. Oh, and Fluke calls GG. That was a good game. Well played to Zeza. Alrighty. Hey, GG.
Oh, good game, man.
Good game.
Oh, wow. Hold on, let me pause. The music going on. Wow, that was a good game. Oh, damn.
Hey, sorry, I saw the chat in the YouTube thing. I wish I had a second screen. Fortunately, the game runs full screen, so I can't see anything.
Oh, I just saw that you said I was saying, and that's funny. You can still hear me through the stream. I'm gonna go pee 1 second. I'll be right back.
Hearing double. Sorry, Hermit, are you there?
Oh yes.
Are you still hearing double on the stream? Was it coming through the whole time?
Oh, it's because I'm in the chat as well as right here, and the stream.
Right. Okay, cool. I was panicking there a bit. Because that was a good game. I wouldn't have, like, if I forgot to close like a tab in Chrome or something, that would suck.
Should I get out of here real quick?
What do you mean?
Don't want to mess up your stream.
No. I meant, like, if I had like the stream open on a tab in Chrome, and it was like playing through double, and I didn't realize. That would suck, you know, like forgetting to do something so simple. No, you're more than welcome to be on the stream, and this is a channel for everyone in the community, you, especially you. I mean, unless you're like a bit self-conscious about hearing your voice on a video, because this will get uploaded afterwards. Not that you should be. You have a nice voice.
Likewise.
All right, I am back
Welcome back.
from my urination session. Oh, man. Wow. I felt good about that game. Can't promise I won't start screaming profanities at some point, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't tell Vitesse. You know, he's gonna just give him like half an excuse. He'll hop on and start screaming profanities. I'm just kidding. Vitesse is he's pretty chill.
I've never been in chat with Vitesse.
I have, like in the very beginning when at the dawn of time when the server first started, it was like pretty much myself, Tao, Vitesse, and Gameboon. He was on voice then.
Nice. Yeah, we had done a 2v2 with him, and everyone else went on voice except for him. So I thought he might have just been like one of those people who just didn't like going on voice chat.
Yeah, and I think it depends. Like, I'm not sure what his time zones are. Maybe he's a bit like me in the sense that he doesn't want to make a noise that other people can hear. It's better to just to type.
All right, Bont, you choose the next map.
Wow. Okay. You know that's a bit unfair because you know which one I'm gonna pick.
I don't care what you pick. Just pick one.
Alskar.
Because we're gonna play through all of them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's have an Alskar game. That'll be awesome. And then afterwards, maybe we can try the new map.
I say we do a different one before the new, because the new map's another 160 by 160, so we should break those instead of doing those back to back.
Yeah, okay, I get you. I thought it was like a Vargen size map.
No, it's 160 by 160, baby.
Yeah, me like those are good maps. By the way, I don't want to alarm you, but you serenading me is going to be on YouTube, Zeza.
That's great.
Yeah, I suppose it's more of a pleasant surprise at this point. Not even a surprise, actually.
This party with this pretty baby. Come on. Oh. All right, hold on. I gotta get my music set up.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Music for war.
Exactly. You don't fail me now.
Let's take a look at the map.
Take me to the finish line. Oh, my heart, it breaks every step that I take.
This is gonna be cool. Yeah, both of the caves are damaged. They're like at half HP.
I have no idea.
I think it's probably like you might have set their health to be something and then it like reverted or something like that.
I mean, it doesn't matter for them because they're indestructible layers, so it's just aesthetic that they're on fire. I think it kind of looks cool.
Yeah, it does actually.
Last
Alrighty.
breath, this is the last time.
Right, Foggle Wall.
'Cause you and I, we were born to die.
Alrighty. Looks like we have Fluke as seer this time, and Zeza as nationalist. And we're playing on Alskar, which is gonna be it's gonna be a bit of a longer game, but we should see some really big battles here, unless Fluke goes for some rush strat, which I know he knows for playing a seer. Looks like Zeza's getting his long engineers
This
first
is
and
the last time.
upgrading as fast as
'Cause
possible.
you and I, we were born to die. We were born to die.
So, yeah, looks like Fluke is going for a settler open, getting his gold mine as well. Also got long engineers here. Second company for Zeza is long scouts. A bit of a risky move because it means he now has to take his India as fast as possible before he can get another company slot. Looks like we have Shamael for Fluke and Serat Amon. Very interesting here. One of the only ones that actually gives a bonus unholy damage to the rest of the company. And he has Magnus, who... he's putting on his engineers. Good choice. It's a bit of a shame that in the base version of this game, the engineer heroes are missing a line of, not really code, but a line in their info documents that prevent them from building like settlers or engineers. So we've actually fixed that in an experimental patch that we've been working on, but unfortunately we can't share it or spread it or use it for multiplayer at this point. So we'll have to figure that out. But we did actually manage to fix these guys. They are supposed to build or help engineer companies build, and that is exactly what they do now. Looks like Zeza's taking his lair pretty early, the Raksha lair. And he's priming up to take that Gari. And over here we have Fluke taking his Raksha lair as well. He's healing up those bone bows, getting ready to rock. Probably kill a bunch of Gari and then move further out. Zeza's eyeing that Ironwood Grove, and he's going to go ahead and get that. It's pretty poorly defended, pretty easily raided, but I'm sure Fluke won't actually come in and try to steal that or take that just yet. He's a bit preoccupied at the bottom here, getting some short skeletons to match up with his bone bows, and probably moving to take his Gari. Still healing up. Looks like Fluke is a bit behind Zeza here. These scouts taking quite a bit of the damage from the militia. Kendra's a very good hero to have in this matchup, where as she levels up she becomes like pretty firmly anti-seer. And gets a whole bunch of like anti-undead abilities and stuff. Not very useful against living targets, but in this matchup it works. we are looking to change her and rebalance her so that she's more useful in more contexts. But for now, she's just a good blessing hero and has some pretty good stats. Seth is just kind of meh. I mean, if you read his bio, he's basically implied. Wait, no, that's not Seth. That is Eben from Council. I'm thinking of the wrong hero here. No, never mind. This guy's not the founder of the Rangers, but he is a Ranger hero and does get trailblazing. He provides it, actually. Not bad. So his entire company gets trailblazing. Looks like Zeza's taken his Indy, his Gary, and is expanding at the same time Fluke has taken his. Probably getting a Carpentry Guild in there first. Zeza opting to expand before he does anything else. And going for his lair. Try to grab that gold. Seems Fluke has totally forgotten about his, or he's planning on getting around to it eventually. Looks like the bandit camp is his next target. So we have plus 25 from Fluke to Zeza's plus 43. Looks like Zeza's doing a little bit stronger in economy, but militarily Fluke is pushing out and is able to take quite a bit that'll help his economy even out with Zeza's. That captain and that company's about to go down, and that is about 22 gold that went down the drain there. But, you know, skeletons are cheap. Fun fact about Sia is that most of their units you might notice that you don't get the discounts on many of the units. You can get a discount on the bone bows with the Carpentry Guild, but there's no Armory Guild on Sia. So if you look at their units and their cost, Sia actually kind of doesn't need any discount buildings because their units are like passively discounted basically. Skeletons are very cheap, and so are bone bows. There's actually no real reason besides getting cheaper components to build a Carpentry Guild. And there's no reason to keep a Carpentry Guild. On Sia, that is. We got Fluke moving out here. He's probably poised to take that Draga. Zeza fighting a losing battle here. Those engineers are going to go down. I see, he decided to settle there. Looks like he's trying to intercept here with engineers and skeletons. Keep them at a distance. Dealing a lot of damage with the bone boys, and the militia is going to go down here pretty handily. Got Zeza at plus 70 and Fluke at plus 54. He is steadily raising his economy there. He's constructing his 4th settlement there and has a total of 4 companies. And for Zeza's side here, he has 3 companies and 3 settlements in total, but 2 of them are 4 slots. I wonder what he's going for here. He's getting a Carpentry Guild and a Temple. If he sells the Carpentry Guild and gets a Barracks, He might be going for Disciples, but he doesn't have the mana for it. Unless he gets a library. What's he getting? Yeah, it looks like he's going for Disciples here. Bit of an expensive choice, but very effective. Looks like Fluke's economy shot up to plus 72 now. And he is plus 84 even, and he is taking over in terms of economy here. And grabbing every indie he can come across. Oh, not going for Disciples, he's going for Footman with double Paladin. This is an interesting, very interesting combo. Paladins give a decent amount of Shadowbane, which gives just straight like AV or damage against undead units. And they also have a fair amount of damage themselves with an additional plus 6 on that. So they deal like 42 damage to skeletons per hit. Roughly, I mean, not taking the skeleton's DV into account, but it's quite a hefty amount of damage. And Paladins have about the same stats as Grenadiers, so they're like a heavy infantry unit. Caesar's getting a bit bolder, he's kind of pushing out and having a look at what's on the map. Fluke over here is taking on these Cauldronite Golems. Getting the reward out of there. His army's looking a bit beat up. Or his front line is looking a bit beat up at least, but he's probably going to go back and heal and take some more stuff. And Zeza is checking out the middle of the map while expanding outwards and getting some more stuff. He is at plus 73 at the moment to Fluke's plus 74, so they're quite even in economy. Fluke opting to go more towards this corner over here to claim stuff, and Zeza pushing out towards the middle immediately. He's got a nice supply zone and vision radius in the middle over here, so he's going to get comfortable. I got some zombies out of Fluke looking to protect this settlement over here. He's probably just going to leave them there. Fluke getting a iron export, which should put his economy firmly above Zeza's. Yeah, he is at 88, and Zeza is at now at 74. Pretty healthy economy for both of them. Something just dropped. Okay, another company of footmen with paladins. It is a good company for dealing a lot of damage to skeletons or trading well with them, but unfortunately, it's the footman frontline is quite fragile, and it takes a while to heal if you don't have any quicker recovery bonuses on it at all, which you're not going to have with two paladins. So I believe Zeza might have just stolen that rune over there. I'm not sure, I was not watching. Maybe someone can rewind and check the minimap for what was going on over here. But yeah, if so, that was a nice deal. I mean, Fluke just completely forgot about it. He is going Shadow Beast, which means he's got quite a bit of mana. He's gotten 3 companies of Shadow Beasts. At the moment, these things are dirt cheap. This entire company costs 8 gold. So he can afford to replace those very, very easily and just sort of throw them at Zeza and waste his health and time on them while he gets the kills with something like Bone Bows or his heroes. Yeah, he's heavily going into the Cauldronite there. He's got that Cauldronite field. Fluke has just become aware that Zeza is sitting in the middle of the map, and he is now gonna attempt some sort of attack here. Bad moment for Zeza to send his troops off, but I believe he's hunting for more lairs and gold on the map to take. These footmen with paladins might just do better than against the Shadow Beast than you might think, because the Shadow Beast do count as cavalry, which means the footmen get bonus damage towards them. But the thing is, the Shadow Beast has one of the best defensive modifiers in the game, which is tough. This reduces all damage by 25%. All damage, including Vorpal, which cuts through armor normally, doesn't cut through tough. So they might have a low amount of DV, but they have a lot of health and they have tough. So, and they're cheap. So you can just sort of throw these guys away, and they're dealing 19 damage per hit to the footmen and taking 21 damage a hit from them. So, yeah. Pretty bad trade for the footmen. They'll die with the sheer number of these that you could throw at the enemy. Zeza taking his Draugr here quite sneakily. Fluke looking for a raid. He's going to find it in that town, and it has a library in it. This is going to be very costly to Zeza if he doesn't sell, or if he doesn't intercept. Okay, he's managed to scare Fluke off. This town, Pina, will live to see another day. Once again, sorry to all the people commenting on the YouTube stream chat. Unfortunately, I only have one screen. I cannot see both at the same time. Unless I try to go on Fluke's stream on my phone. I can try that. Okay. Seems I can actually see the chat through this. So I'll just have my phone with me. I'll just have my phone with me and I can see what you guys are saying there. And, yeah, holy damage punching holes in the vile beast. That's damn straight. I mean, if you're gonna give a guy a stick and tell him to go fight a shadow beast, better support him with some paladins, I guess. Gotta get some of that righteous anti-cav. Looks like Fluke is just steadily expanding. He's plus 81 to Zeza's plus 79, so economy's pretty close here. Shadow Beasts and Voids are resistant against Holy. They are, yes. No, wait, no, they're not. Shadow Beasts are the Holy damage is reduced by the toughness trait. By tough, they are still Holy vulnerable. I think I might be thinking of the Shadow Knights. Well, they're Cauldronite vulnerable. I know. Okay. I thought they were Holy vulnerable as well. They do reduce damage from Holy attacks. Like tough reduces damage from absolutely everything. It is still extra damage they're taking, that is correct, yeah. They do take the extra holy damage, it's just reduced by 25%. And we have Zeza with some Dragoons here, he's poking his head in, he's gonna get swarmed by Shadow Beasts. Actually, there's not too many of them here, it's only 8. Still, it looks like Fluke has hunkered down in this corner over here, he's got his Maelstrom engines, his artillery set up, he's watching this area here. And Zeza needs to get the hell out of there with those Dragoons ASAP. He's taking out the Slann over here. Nearly got all the militia there. Should probably... Kendra's pretty good on engage. I mean, it's a bit of a risk because you don't want to lose her, but she's getting up there. She's enlightened at the moment. If she gets to restored, this game's going to get interesting. Both people just sort of watching their sides of the map here. It looks like Zeza hasn't gone and taken his lairs yet, but Fluke is full on expanded out towards every corner he can. He hasn't taken those mines yet. He has taken his salon, so it looks like Fluke has the entire side of his map down. Zeza is almost there. And it looks the Dragoons in that situation belong to Zeza, so it was Zeza getting sneaky there, trying to sneak in some Dragoons by a back door. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when people sneak Dragoons by a back door. It's not over yet, that's quite correct. We can take a look at the sort of tech that might be coming out here, to say the least. Not technologies that you get randomly, but tech as in, like, the path that he's taking to get certain units. It looks like he might be going for Witch Doctors, which are interesting. It's one of the custom units that we added into our balance patch for Draga. They share the same graphic as a Magician. Yes, he is. He's going for Witch Doctors. They are very expensive. They are 30 gold per unit. And they have upkeep that is definitely on par with elites. So they are basically an elite in the strongest settlement. You need a blast furnace, a temple, and a library to get them. And they give Berserker's Rage, as well as do the same Earthburst move from the Golems. So yeah, it looks like this engagement in the middle here. See, the Shadow Beasts do take a small amount of bonus holy damage. They're taking, normally the Paladins give 6 holy damage there. They're taking 2 less because of the 25% resistance on tough. Losing this company for Fluke means absolutely nothing. They cost 8 gold. He can replace them so easily. It's almost a waste of time killing these companies because he can just get them back whenever he wants. Yeah, we're gonna see some Witch Doctor action over here. Berserker's Rage, Earthburst. It also gives a slight amount of reverse damage on these Berserkers, which should be interesting. Berserker's Rage, as far as I remember, gives +5 attack. It increases attack speed and it drastically reduces morale losses. So these guys basically become like, it just gives them balls of steel, so they can withstand any attack and keep fighting. Looks like Fluke is getting backed into a corner here, but he's coming around the side with a Short Company Skeletons and a Bonebow Company. This is probably going to get chased off by the Dragoons. This is very dangerous with these Dragoons and Scouts from Zeza. Yeah, he's just going to weave those right in there. Oh, bit of lag. This is live, by the way. I believe it might just be me lagging. That's unfortunate. No, we're back in. Cool, and all things considered, Fluke's handling this really well. You can see the effective level of micro there. He's pulling his entire army back towards that side. You really should be using the Dragoons there because it's much easier to chase these sorts of things with cavalry. But yeah, Fluke using these bone bows very effectively. He traded a lot of damage and only lost 1 unit. He might lose Shamail here, which is that's 50 gold. Yep, we are back. After that embarrassing lag spike. Oh, Shamail taking a lot of damage there. If he just retreated just a bit further in here and re-engaged, he would keep that up, but yeah, it looks like Shamail's gonna survive here. He's got 2 companies of Maelstrom engines sitting here. That is a lot of mana and a lot of wood. Wonder how many mana forges he has. None yet, actually. He could just go full mana forges everywhere at some point, and then just sort of create a tide of Shadow Beasts and just sort of wash over the map. Looks like Zeza's getting quite bold. He's got the economy to drop on a few outposts, so he is going to kind of pressure with his main army here, wait for these guys to show up and let things get interesting. Let's watch this fight over here, because these guys have got Berserker's Rage, they've got a bit of holy damage from the clerics, and they are quite significant in their ability to damage. If these guys go up in experience, they get terrifying, especially with 10%, 25%, and 50% bonuses to their stats. That's like 50 damage coming out of these guys. They are great. Quite a big battle happening over here. We've got some Slan Mystics from Fluke. He is looking to hold this cavalry army at bay here. Doesn't look like the companies are doing too well. He's probably going to lose the fight on this side unless he throws something else in there. He's doing very well in his army composition. This might be a bit tough for Zeza to handle, especially because he lost the captain there. That's a very expensive company to abandon right there. Come on, bring these guys back. That's a far way to retreat. If this company goes down, these witch doctors are not cheap. Look at that, 30 cost. It's a lot of money to replace them. Looks like it will survive though. Looks like he does have a bit of a front line for the Maelstrom. He's got he's using wraiths, so he's got 3 companies of skeletons with wraiths, and then 2 companies of Maelstrom and Bonebow. And looks like Zeza's winning on this side. Yeah, he's handling this just fine. That Mystic is down. With the Paladins, they can fight this easily. Not if the Captain goes down though. Oh, gotta keep that in command. Yeah, he can't raise this until this gets destroyed. So the militia are gonna help now, but I imagine they're gonna get distracted as well. Wait, no, these are the outpost militia. Never mind, that's gonna make it more difficult. So looks like Zeza's getting pressed on both sides here. Got quite a bit of ranged DPS on this side. Looks like he wants to run Zeza over, but Zeza getting ground over here. Yes, I think he's planning on... No, he's not. He's going for a raid. Zeza reacting appropriately by getting more footmen there. Yeah, as you can see from the minimap here, Zeza's kind of sandwiched in between. Looks like Fluke does have the economic lead as well at plus 94. Quite a significant amount of gold coming in if he's got so much in the red, and it's like, yeah, he must have like easily 150 econ with all of these if he got them back to normal. Zeza desperately trying to heal up here and keep everything under control. Looks like this company got badly damaged. Fluke is going for a just straightforward Zeza's throat here with the slower companies, hoping to bring a stop to this, but there is one company of Witch Doctor Berserkers here which will just shred through these guys given the opportunity. They do take quite a bit of damage from the Maelstrom engines because they have low armor. And over here, Zeza's still hanging on. Yeah, looks like he's going for a raid. And Fluke recovered his village as well. Managed to push Zeza back here. He's trying to get Zeza flustered, and it appears to be working. He's going to try to reclaim it. But... oh, and he actually has an opportunity here. If he gets to this in time. He's killed the Maelstrom engine. That's a good sign. Still 2 more to go though. If that captain goes down, it's bad news for Fluke, because he can't give orders to the company anymore. But yeah, it looks like Fluke is going to hold that. And he's just using it to heal up and continue his crusade on Zeza's half of the map. See, this is the one problem with placing your settlements in really strange and difficult to defend locations. Not that this is a good location next to the iron deposit, but Normally, you have to be careful about where you put your settlements, because if you put a settlement somewhere and your opponent captures it, they don't have to destroy it. They can keep it and use it against you. Gives them a nice supply zone right outside your base. So, yeah, definitely an unholy crusade going on over here. Looks like Siranamon is taking a lot of damage, and he's gotten surrounded. He is definitely dead. Oh, he goes down. Okay, so checking the heroes here, we have Shamiel at Enlightened. Not very surprising, considering he's on bone bows. They tend to get quite a bit of experience. On this side, all of Zeza's heroes are Enlightened. He's been doing a good job of keeping them all alive. Yeah, as you can see, Fluke is using this as a staging ground for an interesting army composition of his own. He's grabbing some more short footmen over here, even though he's heavily in debt in terms of wood. Yeah, he's going to use that to probably tank some of the holy damage stuff. Put them in front, get some more kills. He's going for a bit of a pincer here, going to try to crush the army, but he's triggered the militia, and that's going to add an extra bit to this fight. He probably has enough to deal plenty of damage. We have elite guards with a paladin and cleric going in here to retake the settlement. They will kill those militia, no problem. Caesar's on top form, thinking quick, grabbing his stuff. His economy's not looking too good, but hopefully it'll be better when he retakes his things. Looks like his main army is getting crushed here between two sides. Excellent pincer attack. Looks like Kendra, unfortunately, is going to go down. She got caught in a entangle spell from the Mystic. And yeah, Caesar calls GG. That's game to Fluke. Excellent. Hey, GG.
Oh, that was a good game. Oh, man.
Yeah, he went for the balls there, didn't he? Just sort of like...
Yeah, that was...
Ran Maelstrom engines like right up into your side of the map.
It was like, I thought I had map control, and then all of a sudden I saw like 8 Maelstrom engines coming at me, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. I think that was the scrappiest game on Alskar I've ever seen, actually.
It was scrappy as fuck. I mean, I went for weird tech. I decided to go straight for the elite Draga tech instead of just going for elite nationalist tech, which probably wasn't the right move. I just wanted to have fun with it.
Yeah. The Witch Doctors are cool, but they are quite literally an elite with their costs and their requirements.
Yeah. Just it wasn't. I don't think versus C. It was the was the best time for that. Yeah, I don't actually know like what, like I don't even remember exactly what Witch Doctor does. They just give like the, do they give Shadow's Blessing?
It's Berserker's Rage, so
right.
+5 AV, attack speed, and like a drastic reduction to morale losses.
Yes, and then what's their, and then they have Earth Burst?
Yeah, like a golem.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, I'm trying to figure out like what exactly is the right, like what do they counter? Like what is the right time to tech into that?
So Draugr, from what I've noticed, Draugr are an excellent answer to other people using things like footmen and footmen, engineers, and infantry. Like if you see a lot of those in the front line, Draugr are just like a natural counter to them. They'll just tear them to pieces.
Yeah. So they're almost a counter to like someone going low tech.
Yeah, in a sense. If they're using like a paper thin melee line, you break it with berserkers.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do very well against heavily armored units, and the thing is they are kind of naturally countered by Maelstrom engines, because Maelstrom engines just kind of shit all over anything that has low DV.
Yeah, the Maelstrom engines destroyed them. That was an interesting game though. God, nationalist openers are just they just feel so fucking slow.
Yeah, it's weird going back to them after you've been playing like other factions.
I mean, the game didn't end up bad. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even take the corner layers at all. Like, I didn't even worry about them that game, and I just assumed that Flute, as Sia, was taking them, and I was still okay with that because I was pretty sure, because I took control of the middle pretty quickly, and I was pretty sure I had a better econ, so I wasn't too worried about it. And nationalists, they do, once they get into the mid game, they start to evolve better. I just went a weird tech path that game. Didn't even get summoners and just went straight for the paladin.
Yeah, he took his layers. He didn't take yours. He didn't give them to your corner of the map.
Yeah, I didn't figure he was going to. That's why I wasn't that worried. Especially once I had control of the middle, like he couldn't without me seeing him.
Yeah.
I really value taking the middle on Alskar, and I think that's one thing I'm realizing that's interesting about the meta that we're having here with a lot of the layers, especially when like a lot of the layers are in corners. Like you kind of have that decision. Like I had that decision that game. I could have continued to like spread along the side of the map and go towards the corner, or I could have gone and got the layers, or I could have gone and got the center and gone for map control. So I think that's an interesting decision that you can kind of make every game on a map like that.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good game, very evenly matched. Your economies were very close, actually.
Nice. Oh, that was definitely a game too where I usually don't listen to music while playing, at least like anything besides really light instrumental music. And I definitely like when you get into late game, I really do get distracted by music without like I don't even have any of the Kohan sounds on right now. Gotta get myself into it.
I like listening to racing game music when I'm playing RTS games.
That's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you just have those racing games that have like the best soundtracks. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? You probably think of a few.
I mean, I just remember there was some Gran Turismo game I had that I remember really liking the soundtrack. It had like Judas Priest on it.
Yeah, they just had excellent taste in music back in the day for racing games.
Fun fact, Rad Racer for NES, one of Squaresoft's really early games. I think that was, if not the first, then one of the first games that Nobuo Uematsu ever did music on. Like before he did any of the Final Fantasy games, he did the music for Rad Racer on NES.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Gonna get some lighter music going here. Some instrumental stuff. Did you say my name? What's up? James Cameron. Bot. Give us the next map.
Right. Let's go with. My choices are basically Vargen, Destiny, and Cave of Fear. Cave of Fear.
Nice.
Let's show people the new version.
Oh, picking colors. You are so right.
It's a bit difficult to identify because the last game, Fluke was a blue Seer player. So instinctively I was like, oh, this is Zeza. No, wait, no, it's Fluke. You know.
No, I do like picking colors. I think it is fun just to have every player to kind of have to have a color that you get identified by. What number is black? Is that 6? 4? No, that's 4.
4. Yeah. It goes red, blue, green, black.
Wow, yeah, that's funny. On average, you ping me lower than Flute does.
That is kind of funny. Yeah, I have a friend in Texas. His internet is terrible because he lives out on like a farm. We were playing Dungeon Lords earlier, which is like this hack and slash RPG. Like it's the oldest sin. Like I think it's slightly newer than Kern actually.
Nice.
Yeah, the netcode and latency is just awful. He couldn't get up he couldn't actually get up the stairs in the one part of the dungeon because every time he tried going up, his character would like float to the ceiling and then get stuck on the ceiling. Like it would just randomly levitate.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. Americans with poor internet, who would have thought?
I mean, there's a lot of very rural areas in America.
Yeah, that's true. It's just me being from South Africa. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Where is the spot at the top?
I need some coherent sound effects back on.
I have to admit, I'm not used to talking this much on a stream. Like, my voice is starting to go.
I've definitely been there. Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself.
I am. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I really look forward to watching it.
Yeah, I can see why you love it so much. Don't forget Fog of War.
Yes. I am getting all of the one company limit guys this time.
Yeah, seems you're getting quite a few console games actually. And Fluke is at his natural nationalist. Anyway, I'm gonna get to casting.
Nice.
Alright, so in this corner we have Zeza, the blue player. He is now council in this game. He has gone random and picked council. Well, gone random and gotten council. And Fluke has gotten nationalist. So this should be a very interesting game. Two heroes that he's starting with are Kendra Langston and Martin Kirkwood. Kendra probably not the best in this matchup as things go on. She's pretty good against Sia, as we mentioned in the last game. Looks like Zeza has Thane Farouk, and that's all he has awakened at the moment. He's going Settlers first. Yeah, I need to go get some tea, actually. Like, this might sound terrible, but I kind of want to take a bit of a smoke break and go get myself a cup of tea. Just a smoke and a cup of tea is just amazing. Yeah. This game should be interesting. This is the new layout that was made just to address some of the problems with the previous versions. The middle is now much more of a focus rather than the south, because you can get to your opponent's base coming up through the south, but you have to go past quite a bit, and it's quite an easy point to defend. So this should open up the map a bit, so we should see more things going on in the north without people losing immediately. Tea seemed like a safe bet. Yeah, I do like tea. Looks like Fluke is doing an expansion, actually. This is interesting. He's clearly not worried about early pressure, which he normally has quite an issue with. Zeza is going with an interesting company here. Definitely a good one, which is Grenadiers with 2 crossbowmen as supports. Just something you can get out of a settlement with a woodmill, blacksmith, and barracks. Gives you access to all of your tech, well, all of your advanced units, so to speak. Economy-wise, I would assume, yeah, Fluke is slightly stronger, well, quite a bit stronger actually. He's got his mine, but Zeza is addressing that right now. Looks like Fluke just got his ruin and collected the gold from that. Zeza might be going for his Draga early, we'll have to see. He's using a Fluke sort of company layout here. Company composition with the double scout on the end. Tech switch of the game. Yeah, we'll find out. We will. It's not a usual opener to go for a company this advanced this quickly, but it can work, especially since he's not versus Seer. Also got a good Kohan on there, actually. Got Blessing and Fireball. Looks like he's going for his Draga early there. Fluke has got full long scouts and long engineers there. Zeza has engineers with scouts, Grens with crossbows, and short scouts. Yeah, these militia are toast. That's easily dealt with. Looks like... Oh, Zeza scouted Fluke going for the nests in the middle. That company's not going to last unless he gets out of there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, and Fluke is giving chase here. He's going to run that company down and catch it. There's no captain. You can't control where it flees to. It's just blindly running from the big bad Fluke. And he gets it. That poor scout is just dead. He's been Freddy Kruegered. Funnily enough, I haven't actually watched those movies, but, you know, like the whole concept of someone coming after you and killing you in your sleep. I mean, that guy was trying to get some rest there. Anyway, looks like Zeza's got his rune. Both players are at equal footings, roughly. Fluke have not getting his indie yet. 7 minutes in, he's a bit slower with us. You can tell he's probably just taking it easy and experimenting. Yeah, big bad Fluke hunted the puss all down. Exactly. Just terrible. Fluke bullying scouts. What does the world come to? Yeah, he's gearing up to take this here. He's trying to get some more units before he does. Zeza looking strong, moving out here. He's got 38 economy, 38 GPM, 262 from Fluke. So Fluke is sitting pretty at the moment. He needs to keep things moving, but yeah, when it comes to economy, he's doing pretty well. See, this is the problem with this company, is that 6 wood and 6 iron is a pretty decent thing to get early. But getting it this early means that you can't sell the resources off to boost your income. Council typically wants to get a second town as fast as possible. And bazaars are a good way to get your economy up on Council. And it looks like Fluke is sort of committing to the military side of things. He's using all of his resources at his disposal, getting the companies out, and sort of reaching critical mass, getting out there and killing stuff and grabbing gold that's on the map. He's probably going to go for the spiders soon, if he gets that 5th company. Fluke has just grabbed his Draga. He finally has his indie, so we should start seeing him start to boom now. It's a hefty investment. You need to use it or lose it. Conversations with the Fluke has taught me as much. Yeah, for sure. Fluke is very correct in what he says about getting things and not using them. It depends, though. Because at the end of the day, when you think about it, as long as none of your resources are in the red, you're not losing much, or anything for that matter. But you are using a component slot that could be giving you extra resources. So it is always a trade-off, and people will go for these really powerful companies early as like a safe bet, and not realize that it won't screw them, but it definitely has an impact. There's a consequence to doing that, which is something that makes this game so fun, honestly. It just feels very, very good to play, and the choices that you're given in any given situation are second to none in this genre. Looks like he's going for an early steal of that Draga. Fluke is kind of using these scouts to sort of try to get around in this part over here. As long as those grins are not in the way, those captains are under threat at the moment, but taking down the militiamen quite well there. He's running in. He's trying to get those archers, but he's just been intercepted by the engineers, and this is a tough fight for Fluke at this point. But he is doing his job, and he's wearing Zeza down so that he can't go after his indie, because this game can be over very, very quickly if Fluke loses his indie and he's stuck inside his base. This is a bit of a rush from Zeza. He knows that he's not going to win the economy game. He's just using his army and probably going to come in here and raid this. 2v4 loss already. Yeah, that's true. Not much you can do with 2 companies, but he's getting more. Who knows whether it'll be in time or not. Because if this Draga goes down, it's a pretty hefty price to pay for Fluke. He's pretty comfortable holding this, because from where Fluke is coming in from, he cannot get into this guard zone if these companies are sitting here with their zone of control over the guard zone. They'll never make it. And Fluke, surmising that he might have lost this. Yeah, Zeza, they switched to the correct colors now. So Zeza is now his favorite color, blue, and Fluke is playing as black. Yeah, okay, that's game 3 to Zeza. Pretty even game again. Looks like Zeza just sort of went for a... military burst there and got it. GG, man. Well played.
Yeah, like I just said in the chat, that was literally me just like testing. I wasn't even intending to do that when the game started, but all of a sudden I was like, all right, it's like 9.5 minutes and I have Grens with crossbow support, almost full engineers, and 2 short archers. I was about to move out to start taking layers, and then I was like, I don't think he has summoners up. I think I can take him at this point.
Yeah, you were right. It took him quite a while to take his Draga, and then you kind of swooped in and just stole it from him like immediately afterwards. He's just like, okay, that's GG. That was technically a rush, because you got in there before 10 minutes. So yeah, if you're like under 10 minutes and you've got all of that, you might as well just go grab like his stuff. Basically, he probably doesn't have summoners at that point.
I mean, yeah, especially on that map too, where it's just, you know, a pretty straight line to your opponent. You know, there's not any obstacles in the way.
Yeah.
I do really like that council build, going for that really early Gren with crossbow.
It's a good company. The thing is, normally, well, with me playing council lately, it's a bit. If I had to do the same thing, I'd probably get the Grens and the Grens with the crossbows a bit later, because I'd like having a bazaar up, and if you have that company, then it's spending all your resources that you can't sell. And it kind of sets you back a bit economically, but so it is a bit of like a early pressure sort of thing.
I mean, yeah, it's an early pressure or an early map control. Like, you're obviously getting an early company to do something with it, but it's very easy to transition to a normal econ out of it. It's just a way for council like put on good early pressure, and it's not as like you can do that same build going for goons instead, and then you have to build an iron in your second, and then that's a bit more all-in-y. Because then you really don't have any wiggle room with your resources, because you have to have those 2 irons up.
Yeah. But it worked. It was actually pretty well executed. Like, the timing that you got does definitely a very strong timing.
Yeah, and like the 2 short bow companies, I didn't plan any of that. That just kind of like, as I was seeing my resources come, I was like, I can get a short bow company. I just lost these scouts. I don't think I'm going to remake them. I think I'm going to get another short bow company. And it just, yeah, it all worked pretty well. All right, I'm going to get a drink of water real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. First actual rush game I saw, I tell you, it's an overpowered strat. You mean the game that we just watched, Diego? With the Grens. See, typically I tell most new players that if you're playing in 1v1, you really shouldn't expect to get attacked by like 10 minutes. You normally have like 10 minutes to yourself to sort of get whatever you can on your side of the map. Sometimes when you're playing against more skilled opponents, they might just come at you at about 8 minutes, but chances are you're probably not going to get attacked in the first, like, up to the first 8 minutes. You're probably safe. So that was actually quite a well-executed rush strat if he attacked before 10 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably be AFK for a little bit. If they start playing, I might have to like, come and start casting halfway through. I apologize to people for the poor quality there, like missing on half a game, but unfortunately, gotta just go grab some things. Very, very much need that tea.
Maybe after the next game, we'll see how it goes. Hell yeah. All right, baby. Next more athlete. Hey, look at this. Hell yeah. All right, I am back.
Welcome back.
Everyone else is muted.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to go AFK here. Not sure when you guys are starting the next game, but I might just like only come back like halfway through it.
That's fine. Do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Next,
Did you stop the stream, or are you keeping on the stream, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep the stream up. Maybe just
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll add a timestamp to the description so people can skip over this part.
Hell yeah.
Next map, if you want a suggestion from me, I think should be Vargen.
Yeah, I'm down.
Actually, no, maybe you should go with a new map. Or no, wait, no, that's not the game I want to be halfway gone for. I think either Destiny or Vargen. Like, depending on if you want to have a longer game or a shorter one.
I mean, either of those can go either way. You said Vargen first, so I'll just go with that one. Oh, Bot, are you still here?
Briefly, yeah, what's up?
Well, I just thought we're gonna go into the game for a sec to look at the map and then restart. So I didn't want you to be in the game. And okay, let's just look at it first real quick, and then we can then you can go AFK.
Yeah, I've got auto ready set on, so I shouldn't get in the way of you starting games.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, go do what you must do. Bond. Hmm.
You said he might get some tea and a smoke.
He sounds lovely right now. And I don't smoke, but a smoke kind of sounds lovely now too.
Oh, I don't smoke either.
You know what, though? It's never too late to start good habits.
That's right.
Alright, we're kicking the Brit. You just let him know what happened when he gets back.
Do you want me to ping him more, or just
I mean, I'm sure he'll come back into voice chat when he sees that he was kicked from the game.
Oh, okay.
All right, me and Flute are going. Here, I'll at least stream on the Discord so that you can watch. Where am I? Share me screen. There
Why,
we go.
thank you. Ooh, Seiya versus Seiya?
Oh man, this is always an interesting one. I would love some tea, babe. Thank you. All right. He did not really early expand into the Gold Height. That was the first thing I'm checking on this map. Oh, that was retarded. Oh my god. I didn't even look. I just saw they engaged and retreated, but I was actually disrupting his settlers. That's okay. I can just go back. Nothing to see here, folks. That's how you're supposed to play. Settlers are scary. And he's doing exactly what I thought he might be doing, which was settling next to the Cold Height. Yeah. Go down, you stupid mutts. Alright, I'm not stopping that with what I have. That's just not happening. Just fine, just fine. No need to panic. Everybody, remain calm. This isn't the cleanest, but, you know, it's getting the point across.
Oh.
Barely. I'd say it's barely getting the point across.
Oh boy, looks like I got kicked from the game because I wasn't in the lobby. How far into the game are you?
Not too far. You weren't auto-readied, and
Yeah.
Flute it was on a time constraint, so we had to kick you. I'm sorry. You can just watch my stream for now. I'm streaming in first person, and you can just stream that stream.
I can try. I'm not set up for that, but I can try. Let's try this.
So he has not actually taken that mana yet. Oh god, Vargen is so fucking hard. Because it's always the question. Do you go to the left, or you go to the right? You go to the left, you go to the right. Left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. These are the questions we must ask ourselves.
I serve the Dark Master.
What so you desire?
I bow before you, Master.
Boodaloo.
I bow before you, Master. Always ready for practice. Always ready for action. I serve the Dark Master. I bow before you, Master.
Okay, he does have his Gari, just making sure. Making sure everybody's playing clean here. Oh, I should have built the temple there.
Always ready for
That's fine, it's not the end of the world.
Desire.
I bow before you, Master.
Oh, dude, if I can get it right, I can definitely... Oh, he didn't even take his wood. Motherfucker.
Which faction is he? This time?
What's that?
Which faction is he?
Oh, we're both Zia.
Ah, okay.
Why were... Oh my god, why was I so overextended?
I serve the Dark Master. What so you desire?
Thank you, baby. Well, I wasn't paying attention to what happened there, but R.I.P. Praxis.
Looks like you got Sylvana though.
Zombies to the rescue. Damn. He's getting me. He's getting me with a sledgehammer right now. Oh man, if I could pick off Lazarus, I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to, but it's the dream. Get him. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
my god, yes.
Oh my god.
That
Worth it.
felt so good. Ah!
Worth it.
That is the only way I can describe my feeling right now.
As you wish.
Damn, that was good.
Huh. I lost Praxis, but I took Lazarus. I'm actually okay with that trade. I mean, I didn't have to lose Praxis in any way. That was completely just not paying attention. So,
But you still evened it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I definitely admit that I'm still slightly at a loss of like any correct way to play Sea of Arcia.
It's a
So when in doubt,
tough matchup, man. It's like completely flipped on its head. You don't know what works and what doesn't.
yeah, exactly. That's kind of the way to put it. I feel like he is well ahead right now because he has that cold height field and I don't.
Yeah, I think if you can,
That's pretty big in this.
you can't really expand at this point further on the other side because that would be a safe expansion. He's got quite a slow army, so he wouldn't be able to just loop around and attack you from behind. Unless he gets Shadow Beast, which he might with that Caldenite field.
I mean, I actually don't quite know what to do right now. I can try to go and bust him, but I don't even know. Like, I'm at 6 profits, and that's where it does start to get scary, but this is going to be the slowest fucking push across the map.
Yeah, you're gonna need to use your engineers to make more outposts on that side to give you more vision and points to hold. And places to retreat behind to use the militia. He's throwing an outpost down in front, there.
Oh. Well, what do you know?
Yeah, I thought that was yours for a second till I saw it was red on the map.
What are you doing, you greedy bastard? Well, let's see if I can try to get some of these race down with my engineers.
I think those engineers are gonna go down. Yeah.
Oh, they're going way down. Going down to Chinatown.
You did get Melchior, who's fantastic in Sea vs. Sea.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh god. It's got the Gari hammers.
For the Dark Master.
I mean, you did stop the outpost. That cost him 50 gold.
It did. I lost my engineers, but fuck it.
Yeah, I think maybe grab some settlers. Because with 2 extra company limits, you've got a decent economy, you could just stack more zombies if you've got just an extra company slot.
I shouldn't have even done the Gohan there. I wasn't paying attention to my money.
I will not fail you. As you say, so it will be.
Whatso you desire.
I will not fail you. I am your humble servant. I will not fail you. I bow before you, master.
I have no engineers anymore. It's not a good place to be.
I will not fail you.
Yeah, I wouldn't settle close to the Caldenite field. I'd just tuck a settlement in somewhere.
I bow.
Somewhere safe.
See, I feel like I have to do...
So it will be. As you say.
The thing is, you're not really going to have the money for the Caldenite field, and you can't really spend it on anything either.
Oh, yeah, and I don't even have any engineers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's not like there's any other place to tuck a settlement, to be honest.
There's that space right there, on the edge of the zone there.
I mean, yeah, if I'm that close, I might as well. That's like, extremely close to the Caldenite anyways.
I am your humble servant.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whatso you desire. Whatso you desire. It is an easy task.
If I were you, I'd get another zombie company in the meantime.
Oh yeah, I can do that. God, say it's so hard. I don't know what to do with my wood and Sea versus Sea.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
I can
using
get more zombies with
profits.
profits. That's always the answer.
I'd pull those guys
Oh no.
back behind.
Oh
the-
god, I leave my guys in the worst positions.
Uh-oh.
Where I have got to stop doing that. Like I have this like perfect spot where I can have militia help me, and I just leave my guys
the zone of
right in front of the
controls.
militia. Oh, so many zombies getting lost.
The zone of controls are very useful for like planning that sort of thing out, where you're just overlapping with the guard zone.
Yeah, that was a pretty horrible engagement for me. You
Yeah,
know
more
what?
zombies.
That's what life.
Spam zombies. You got money.
So you desire.
That's what life is about. Bad engagements.
How can I serve? How
You've got the profits, so as long as you keep them alive,
I bow
they're gonna do quite well. Even if he throws Gowrie in there, it doesn't make any difference.
What so you desire?
Yeah. I mean, I'm up to 8 profits.
Yeah, that's a healthy amount. But yeah, maybe get like a bank or something. I don't know. Like, it's a bit difficult to do stuff in this situation. You're kind of like stuck in that corner.
I bow before
Because if
I
you
know.
move, he's just gonna move right in.
as you say, so it will be.
Maybe replace those engineers.
I'll figure something out. Yeah, I have no place to build an extra quarry, but that's fine.
I will not fail.
He's trying to bait you there. He's using his summoner tactics against you. Just
Oh
throwing
no.
throwing summons at you.
So you desire.
I mean, there's no way that he's not going to come up and attack from the other side at some point soon.
I doubt it. I mean, and then again, you have been seeing less and less of his army in front there, so it's a
I know.
possibility. You can scout that with with some shadlings just kind of zipping around on that side.
I will not fail.
God, I want to move out. I don't know if it's the right move, but I might just do it at some point. So,
The terror.
You can get some shadlings to run out ahead of your army, and you can tell exactly what's in front of them.
The Dark Master.
not anymore. I'm at 10 out of 10, baby.
It is an easy task. It is an easy task.
Oh well, shit. Okay.
I mean, I got to make a move here.
Easy task.
As you say,
What
so
so
it
you
will
desire?
The horde marches on.
be. As you say, so it will be.
For the Dark Master. Let us serve.
As you say, so it
I think put them in combat as you get closer. Yeah.
I bow before
So R key
me, our enemy.
for sure.
Yeah. Most of they're in combat mostly.
I wouldn't go too far from your supply zone here because you don't have engineers. It's a bit of a problem.
No, I don't plan on attacking across the map. I just want to stop this iron outpost, if anything, and then fall back. The only move I'm interested in making right
Yeah,
now.
those prophets are doing some good work there.
Oh, got his engineers down.
I serve the Dark Master.
How can I serve? I am your humble servant.
You might want to get rid of that short zombie company with Divsha on it, and then maybe get another settler.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
Serve the Dark Master.
Or get some friggin' engineers back.
Yeah, or engineers.
Or I can just continue the push,
I wouldn't.
because
You need some supply range there, man. Your push is gonna fall apart, and he's gonna take you apart in front of his base if you don't have any healing.
It is an easy
alright, I'll listen to you this time.
So just your friendly neighborhood bond trying to dispense some shitty wisdom.
Great, zombies went down. That's exactly what I needed.
At your command.
Yeah, that should give you 2 extra company slots, which is good in this situation.
Master, torment.
At your command. No problem. No problem. At your command. No problem. No problem.
Yeah, maybe put the settlement on that side, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it definitely should.
It's much safer on that side, you can hold it there. Oh!
Well, never
Wow,
mind.
you called GG.
Dude, fucking zombie
Oh,
prophets.
Nice, well
played.
played. Fluke played really well there as well. Wow, you were
Yeah,
doing
he
better than
did.
him, actually.
Very well played.
Thank you.
Nice. Is that the last game you guys are playing tonight?
No, I'm down to keep going.
Very nice. Oh, are you gonna try and get your stream thing going on again?
Should be on there. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Okay. Yeah, this is the new map that Zeza has recently made. We're gonna see it for the first time here. This is my first time seeing it as well. The file has been floating around, but I haven't actually opened it up and taken a look yet. Yeah, new map reveal. This is the 6th map. definitely one that hasn't been in any tournament. We might, we're probably going to be using it in Season 2 of Ascension, if we do Season 2 this year. I'm going to need to round up quite a few players for the season, so if we don't have enough, that means we unfortunately can't go ahead with it. But yeah, if anyone watching wants to get into playing Cohen and they're not sure how to play, they think this might be a bit too difficult or too stressful, there's still quite a few months left before we start with Season 2 of Ascension, and it's just awesome. It's going to be really fun seeing a whole bunch of new faces this year in the tournament. This is an interesting map. Lots of layers and indies here. I'm not sure if this side of the map is going to get used though, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I hope enough people join too. Hermit. We do have quite a few new faces in the Discord since the last tournament, but whether or not they feel comfortable playing in a tournament is up to them, of course. Yeah, just hope everyone has some good games and makes some cool memories. I completely agree with that. It's actually, even though our first attempt at a tournament in Season 1 was a bit chaotic in terms of who was winning and who was losing, because we didn't really have like set brackets, that's going to change the next time we do a tournament. And yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun way of people making some new memories in a tournament. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to practice deliberately and to familiarize yourself with maps and develop strategies that you can unveil against your opponents in tournaments, and just sort of like have a lot of fun casting and checking out these games. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's been very rewarding doing the tournament. Oh boy.
Alrighty.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Nice.
On the new map too.
What so you desire?
Looks like they both randomed their actual factions of choice, so this is gonna be interesting.
The Dark Master.
We have Zeza in the red over here. Looks like the colors got switched back because Zeza is the host, therefore he is red. And Fluke is blue over here, the blue nationalist. Looks like he's opening with a Quarry Woodmill, pretty standard opener for Nat, and a Quarry on this side for Zeza, just both of them going for a quick upgrade.
I serve the Dark Master. What is it, man? I serve the Dark Master. What so you desire? What so you desire?
Yeah, the map's looking good.
It is an easy
Not sure how it'll go.
an easy task for the Dark Master.
But yeah,
It is an easy task.
we'll see how this unfolds for our two players here. Got a nice safe settling spot over here that actually gives you vision over what's happening over here. It's pretty good design there. I like it.
I serve the Dark Master. For the Dark Master.
Going for basically like long engineers, but with a shadeling instead of an extra engineer. And long engineers with... Oh, he's got Gavin. Nice. This is definitely going to be an interesting game. He's got Gavin and Alskar. Not sure who his third is at the moment. Oh, and that is...
I'm here to serve.
Sorry about that. Zeza's stream was playing the... I was watching the stream on Discord. Okay, cool. Grabbing the rune over here for Fluke, and for Zeza, he is just settling, moving around, getting his lair there himself. His rune. Right, so both of them just sort of scouting around over here. Looks like Fluke has gone for his standard iron export with a factory. Just for that bit of economy, he's at a plus 40. Zeza is at plus 28, and he has gone for similar things with the iron export. Getting a bit more stone to provide for his engineers and his shadelings. Potentially settlers too. He's just roaming around taking a look. He's got his first real combat company here with 5 bone bows and a shadeling. Flick just managed to clear his other ruin over there. Quite handily too, actually. Just taking it with long engineers and a Hiko. I'm very curious about the left side of the map. So it looks like each corner has a Draga. Indy over there. There's access to a Coldernite Spire, which is a really good take there. It is just outside the guard zone, so you're gonna have to put something on it to protect it, like an outpost anyway. Yeah, we got some barbarian camps, we got some lairs, and we got dragons in the middle. And these dark rifts over here. Plenty of lairs on the side. Looks like the 3 entrances to this area are up here. This barbarian camp, blocked by the barbarian camp on this side as well, and blocked by the dragon. So it's up to whichever player breaks into this area first to claim the Draga and get that Coldernite Spire. Or Zeza going in, trying to get the kill on the Hikar there. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to... No, it does. He might just... No, okay. He's going to call it off before he loses the company. But doing significant damage to a Hikar there. It's going to take a while for that to heal up. Okay, looks like we're going to give this map another shot. Okay. Well, they've rendered something else. Zeza's council once again, and Fluke is now Sia. This should be an interesting match. I would say that Sia's probably Fluke's second best faction. Like, possibly... He's pretty good with council as well. But he likes the I mean, obviously coming from Nationalist, where you have so few company slots, he probably enjoys the fact that you can sort of spam companies and get your maximum company limit like maxed out as fast as possible. That's Sia for you. Looks like Zeza's gonna poke around with a short footman company. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to take the runes with that, but we'll have to see. He's upgrading straight away. Fluke opting to skip upgrading this time. He is power settling or chaining with both companies. He's probably going to split one off and build his second settlement with it. And there goes Vashti, splitting off there. We got Amber Yasin for... Oh, he's got Yistok as well. Okay. If he puts Yistok on a scout company, he can cause absolute havoc later. But, we'll have to see. I think this is not going to take this lair. Those skeletons are dealing far more damage to the footmen than the footmen are dealing to them. He's going to get a settlement down here, get his first settlement up, first expansion up, and Fluke is working on his second expansion. He's gotten himself a short company of...
I actually really fucked up my build already. Those were supposed to be long footmen, not short. But
yeah,
it's okay.
And notice that was the skeletons are gonna have a field day with those.
Yeah, and I also, I should have awoken all my Kohan. Now I have Lissa instead of Yistok on there. It's actually worth it.
You don't have to detach the hero before you attach a new one. If you just attach another Kohan onto it, it's free.
Wow, you learn something new every single day.
Yes, it helps to keep like a Kohan free so you can swap them freely between companies.
Dude, I never knew that. Are you a champion, Yistok?
Yistok is the best.
He is.
Also the worst. Yeah, fun fact to everyone watching. Normally you have like an attach or detach button up here in the corner. If you have a Kohan that's free, sorry, a Kohan that's like open, that's not on any companies, using the attach button is free always. So if you're replacing, like, if a company has a captain on it and you hit the attach button, you won't get 15 gold back, but it won't charge you 15 gold to put the Kohan on. It'll be free. It's only when you detach a Kohan from a company that'll cost you 15 gold to replace the captain. So if you just attach a Kohan onto a company that already has a Kohan on it, it'll swap them out. And it won't cost you anything. Yeah, it's important to save gold wherever you can. So, little tricks like that can save you, like... I mean, remember, with a carpentry guild, 15 gold is half of a blacksmith or a market. You know, like, you only pay 30 gold for a building if you've got a carpentry guild somewhere. So, yeah, it helps to be, like, to spend your money wisely and not frivolously, like, lose money on things.
Now is the time for champion.
Alright, so we have Fluke over here, plus 33. He's doing pretty well economically, but Zeza's doing a bit better with plus 58. In terms of companies, Zeza has 3 companies. He's got his engineers, his footmen, and half-long scouts? Medium scouts? I'm not sure what we would call this, but 5 scouts in a company. And it looks like over here, Fluke has got his second company of short skeletons, yes. This time no Kohan on them. He's just settled again, and he's got his short engineers. So he's going short companies this time around, just sort of feeling the map out, and poking his head around, looking for things to claim for himself. So, yeah, he's at plus 62 to Zeza's 64. Economies are pretty even at the moment. Yeah, Zeza's getting into it. He's
Yustok, take your Slonry home.
Yeah, there we go. That's right. He's like the only person in the world at the moment cheering for Yustok. No, I'm joking. The people love Yustok. I just... Her voice is like super grating. Because it's just lines taken from the campaign. And she's so strong. Like, the summon wasps, if you take a look at what they do, gives -3 to attack, slows your attack rate down, and decreases movement penalty, and she entangles. So, if you're chasing something that you really want dead and it doesn't have enchantment immunity, she just entangles it and you catch it easily. She is the Dr. Bees of this game. Dr. Wasps. And she's a scaly. You know? Just gonna throw that out there. I'm just kidding. The Slonry are pretty cool. Like, it's kind of funny how the Slonry are everyone's favorite race in Kohan, and like in Kohan 2, when they didn't put the Slonry in, everyone collectively all cried out in anguish. Dr. Bees! A large influx of bees ought to solve this. Looks like Fluke is gonna be poking his head in here. Zeza's gonna scout it though. He's gonna come in here and he's gonna get distracted by engineers, never mind. But if he were to not get distracted and continue on his merry way, he would see this battle taking place over here and be like, oh crap, he's gonna get in here and lose Seradamon. That's what he's gonna do. Poor Seradamon. That was a shame. A terrible, terrible shame. He's gonna have to contact some life insurance policies there to get this 50 gold back, because other than that, that's 50 gold gone. Yeah, Fluke covering up his mistake here, not trying to show weakness, as the great Sun Tzu said, to appear strong when you're weak, and Fluke is looking pretty strong right now. Zeza's looking pretty strong too. He is taking a good hard long look at this map and surveying the extent of his empire that he plans to build. Both players just sort of figuring out what's happening here. Looks like Zeza's managed to claim his Slonry. Fluke has it too. And in terms of units, both players at 5 companies here, though Fluke has far more in terms of company cap. Let's see here. Zeza has his, got another settlers. He's planning on settling again. He's getting his bowmen with magicians. Good option against Seer because they have a magic vulnerability. He's got his engineers, his footmen, and his scouts, and that is his army composition at the moment. I imagine he's going to be getting more bowmen with magicians as a backline. Fluke has just cleared his way into this over here. If he can grab that Draga and get that Kaldonite Spire, he's going to have a field day with Shadow Beasts if he gets the ability to make those. And in terms of company composition here, we have a long bone bows, we've got long zombies, short skeletons, short engineers, and another short skeletons. He has awakened Praxis and Vashti. Saradamon is still sitting in a ditch somewhere. Yeah, looks like Zeza's got a similar plan in mind. He's going for his barbarian camp as well, taking it with far fewer losses here. Your stock still very much alive and well. And he's going to break that. And okay, so how much mana do they give? In terms of the Kaldonite Spires, I believe, I cannot click on them, I believe they give +8. If I'm not mistaken, it hasn't been edited. +8 mana. Fluke going for the other camp over here. He is sitting at +73 econ to Zeza's +81. So they're pretty even in terms of econ. Fluke has gone up to 7 companies, and Zeza has just got, he's obviously settled with his settlers, and he has gotten a company quarry slaves instead. It's going to put him back in terms of money. He could be at 92 right now, but that stone is quite a hefty price to pay when it goes over 10 or -10. Yeah, sure. Always happy to answer any questions that people might have about what's going on in the game. It's, I mean, if I'll probably forget to cover it anyway, so I appreciate the reminder. Let's see. Fluke is going for short Shadow Knights. He is not sure what he's planning to do here. It's a long walk over. Zeza going and grabbing that Draga. He's pretty, like, dismantling the militia easily. Let's see what he's got in terms of his settlements. He has 3 towns. Very, very good. He's got 107 economy now by claiming that Draga, which is far ahead of Fluke. He's just going to patch that up and fill it up with good components, I imagine. Very, very smart move here, because he's going to run straight into these Shadow Knights and know exactly what's coming for him there, if he retreats these in time. These little buggers move quite quickly across the map. I think they're they're slightly slower than Scouts. And that dragon is going to mess up that company. That is a young dragon. The open space is a little terrifying. Yeah, it is. Long walk off a short hill, and it looks like he's getting away. Oh, hello, dragon. Yeah, yeah. It's a young dragon in here. Both of them are young dragonless. Looks like he is forgetting about the barbarian camp over there. He can grab that for some extra gold. That -20 stone is quite a hefty amount. That's 20 gold he's not getting in GPM from all that stone. You can fix that with 2 mining posts. Just build 2 quarries and 2 mining posts. But he's a bit short on space at the moment. He's getting channelers. This is not actually the best option against Shadow Knights, because remember, stacking DV against a opponent that can slice right through it is just, it's not going to do much. That is the problem with dealing with Shadow Knights, is they are literal walking can openers, and they will just take apart any high defense company just incredibly easily. So channelers might not be the best option here, but they are still a solid company if you can keep the channelers alive and then just get them back to heal. Yeah, looks like he's going for the camp. This is a massive camp. Holy shit, 20 militia. Oh, and these short shadow knights are looking for a place to burn. The spies seem decorative. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty odd that they're not clickable, that you can't build on them. I'm not sure how I feel about decorative spires. I mean, they are a mine location. There's plenty of other, like, cool doodads and stuff you can put on the terrain. Yeah, short shadow knights full of anger. They are moving back across the map. They are in the middle. Both players just sort of moving around, looking for layers and stuff to take. Let's see, this Dark Rift has 6 militia in it. I think it might be Dark Wolves or Shadow... Yeah, it's Shadow Demons. These guys will summon even more Shadlings to screw up your day. But they're pretty stupid and run in and fight, so they get on pretty quick. And that layer is taken care of for Fluke. For Zeza, he's amassing an army over here. He's getting more settlers. Very, very good. There's plenty of safe space to build in here that you can protect your settlements very easily. If I was him, I'd just build along the side of this map here. Alternatively, claiming space in the middle is probably a good idea. Just establishing dominance over here, maybe putting an outpost somewhere here. But both these players playing this map for the first time, well, second time technically, but still not very experienced on the map, so they are just sort of taking it easy, keeping their supply zone territory growing steadily and protected. So at the moment we have a new company from Vargen over here that's just recruited. This is skeletons with a necromancer and shadow demon. Typically, this is what you might see for a seer sort of tank company. Just stuff to throw things at the enemy. Also, the necromancer has a nice debuff, so that'll... Oh boy, looks like Fluke just lost his engineers to the drakes. That's rough, bud. Yeah, so he's getting more he's double settling actually. Got some skeletons here. He got the 2 short shadow knight companies, 3 short shadow knight companies. He's got his long bone bows, long zombies, and short skeletons. Zeza moving out here. He has an extra company of channeler infantry, so that's his 3rd company of channeler cleric infantry. Short bowman. He's got 2 channeling infantry cleric companies here. He's got quarry slaves, and he has some magicians on bowman as well. He's kind of lacking DPS in this lineup over here. Maybe might be worth getting more magicians if he can afford it. But you know, I think he's doing well. This is a very good composition, and these channelers do deal bonus holy damage against undead. So it's quite, yeah, it's 4 extra holy damage, which obviously gets scaled up by the skeleton warriors holy vulnerable, as well as their magic vulnerable as well. So one thing we realized recently is that holy damage is a magic type of damage. So it gets amplified by the holy vulnerable, and it gets amplified again by 25%, by 125%. Well, no, yeah, you get what I mean. It's 25% extra damage, and it gets multiplied by the magic damage as well. So I think in the end it'll probably work out to be about 10 holy damage, I believe. We'll have to see here. They run in and attack. Yeah, 10. Quite a hefty, chunky amount to be hitting, and it seems like the Shadow Knights are not able to sort of get an edge in there. He's kind of trickling them in, and they are taking a bit of damage. These Draugr might just work against the infantry, but there's a lot of damage coming in behind, so the Draugr should be able to kill the engineers quite easily of Zeza's. But yeah, the infantry channel and cleric companies are very resistant to archers, just because they have such high defense. Oh boy. Okay, it's retreated. Yeah. I'm thinking Fluke... Okay, that got frozen. That needs to move. Oh, he's gonna get away. This is a patch of jungle over here. This gives plus 6 DV if you can get inside here and fight. Like if you start the fight and your company's shield, when they're engaged, is on one of these tiles, you get that the entire company gets 6 DV. Doesn't matter if they run outside to fight over here. They will still get that bonus defense value from starting the fight in this jungle. Yeah, I'm not sure which side is looking better here. I think Zeza's they took the last engagement really well, but there are some things that Fluke could do to even the odds as well. It looks like he is just settling like crazy. He's got 116 in con to Zeza's 158, so Zeza's got like a solid chunk of the map that he owns at the moment. He's got the bonus Caldronite from that field, the plus 5. Probably going to get more magicians, just so he has more things to blast the enemy with on the back line. Wizards would be good as well, I think. We will have to see. Oh no. Fluke just lost Serenamon. And that entire company is going to go down. That is unfortunate. He did not see that list there. And he knows it's there now. Okay. This is a very dangerous fight. Fluke is stacking all of his units, all of his companies inside this jungle, which means they're going to have an insane amount of DV to get through, and these Shadow Knights are going to do very well. Look at this. 18 DV on these units. They're all the way out there, but because they started in here, they're getting that bonus. Yeah. This is a bad engagement for Fluke. Looks like his company should get away though. But if he gets pushed on right about now, it's not going to be good. See, this is the tactic when it comes to positioning in this game. Is if you position yourself well, you take less damage in the first fight, you have more surviving afterwards, and that means you can just keep going and sort of like keep pushing in and steamrolling. And this is exactly what happened over here. Zeza just lost his engineer company. Looks like Fluke's army is still looking very healthy, so he is more than happy to push in over here. Fluke, Zeza's going to try to come in with a surround. That Necromancer's dead. Doing pretty well. Unfortunately, all the archers are not helping too much. The short company of archers not very effective against what what Fluke has at the moment. Does look like he has his second company of bowmen with magician on them. They might need to retreat and heal though, because they are going to rout soon. So are these guys actually. Yeah, it looks like he's very low on morale. That's one thing that Fluke doesn't have to deal with, is morale. So he can keep fighting if he feels his companies can like keep fighting and not die. He can just keep fighting, and whereas Zeza on the other hand has to keep these guys still and staying put so they can start recovering their morale. The Wasp's freaking cool, Knights down, but they cut him up. Yeah, It looks like if he got a few more Shadow Knights, he might just be able to cleave through. But he's going with Wraiths instead, so he's going for like a backline magic DPS combo here. I'm not sure how effective this is against Council, considering they can just use Elite Bowmen. And they can use Stormlords, and it'll just evaporate whatever these guys have. Yeah, see, unfortunately, these guys are Cauldron Knight vulnerable. So they take 150% damage. It means that these elite archers shoot at them, they're dead. They're super dead. These elite archers do full damage against everything that Sia has. Archers versus Skellies, it can work. It can work. Mostly, the reason why you would get archers versus an army composition like this, because all it would take for Fluke is to transition into like something like a couple of Draugr Berserker companies in front of his army. You throw that in first, and suddenly your units that are designed to fight like undead, they're wasting health and time and morale on these living units. So you should have a few companies of archers, but the supports are what make it worthwhile. So you've got magicians, which deal a decent amount of magic damage. Enough of them. You need at least 4. I think ideally 6. And elite bowmen are perfect because they deal Cauldron Knight damage. They just ignore all of the range resistance and archer DV stuff like that. They just shoot right through it, so it doesn't affect them at all. Same as rangers. Yeah, looks like Fluke is he's preemptively getting back and holding in this jungle. He doesn't have a supply zone reaching into it. Might be a good idea to put an outpost in there. But yeah, looks like Zeza took that engagement very well. He's barely taken any damage on his frontline companies. Took a bit of damage on his quarry slaves, and that's about it. This is a good opportunity to push in right here.
Baby, this is an epic game right now. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty evenly matched. Thanks, baby. I hope I win too.
Yeah. That's
Oh man.
Zeza's significant other being interested in Kyan. That's awesome. Yeah, looks like Fluke is healing up and getting ready for round 2 here. This might not be the engagement.
No.
I'm impressed that he got those elite archers and has plenty of mana left over for them. It was very well planned and timed. And I think he has got a bit of an edge here with those. Especially if they start getting experience. But Fluke is going to try to... Zeza's going to kind of come in here and... sorry, I did mean Fluke after all. He's going to come in here and try to poke, maybe get rid of this Iron Mine, because it puts a significant damper on the economy. We are plus 149 to 99 at the moment, so both have a very strong economy. I'd say that Zeza is a step ahead in economy. His plus 150 is where you want to ideally keep it, I think. Once you get to 150 GPM, then you're like, okay, maybe I should get some more resources and companies. But yeah, he's at 12 companies, doing quite well. This doesn't look like a good engagement for Zeza. He's going to lose that company.
Wow, this is a battle.
Ceradamon is definitely going to go down. Those elite bowmen are coming under direct fire, which is not good. He needs to get those out. Looks like he did manage to successfully pull him out of pull him into a bad spot there. He's using the terrain on the map very well. And yeah, this, I think Zeza just has different like personality switches whenever he plays a different faction. I've noticed his oh, he's got Stormlords.
Holy shit.
Very nice. Oh, and on infantry too. Very, very nice. These guys give an even bigger DV bonus against archers. So they get, the infantry get plus 16 instead of plus 12. which is just huge. Like, I don't think a single archer unit in the game will deal more than 3 damage to that. They might as well be skeletons for all intents and purposes. So, we're looking at 12 companies for Fluke and 12 companies for Zeza. Oh, right. Completely forgot the mines were there. Looks like I'd put the map control in Fluke's court at the moment, I'd say. Like, he's got that under control. Yeah, it does seem like that Zeza is very lucky to have access to that bonus there. Yeah, ideally you put Stormlords with archers because they're always fighting. That's true. I think a lot of people like putting the Stormlords on the Elite Bowman. I find that to be a bit of a waste. Like, Oracle works well, like just one Oracle on an Elite Bowman company. But they have nice, they have, like, nice damage on their own. I think, yeah, I agree. Putting Stormlords on regular archer companies, like regular Bowman companies, like these guys. Or crossbows, I like doing that as well. And then, like, having the Elite Bowman, like, separate in, like, full companies of, like, long companies. It's a very good way to, like, even out your army, spread the bonuses around, and you can protect your Elite Bowman, and everything else around it gets the decent bonus for that. Wow, that is a lot of damage. Zeza is in a very good position here with those archers. Fluke is probably not going to get to them. He's adding more here, which means that he should be alright. Those elite archers are doing some work. He's going to lose the Calderine field though, which is going to hit his economy a bit, but not as badly as Fluke's. Very good. Moving his infantry around to the side to block the infantry coming in over here, and just finishing off on the archer battle. Looks like Zeza's positioning won him this fight right here. See, this is the thing about micro in this game, is that if you're in a good position, you don't have to move. You know, if you just get into the right position from the first hand, you don't have to wiggle waggle your units around to get more efficiency out of them. Just put them in the right spot and leave them and let them do their job. You know? It's good principle, good fundamental play here from Zeza and from Fluke, actually. Fluke is playing, like, really well, considering this isn't his main faction. You can see he's got some really wicked strats cooked up here. He's got his acolytes out. This will give a huge holy resistant bonus to these skeletons, bringing them, like, back down and making them a lot tougher. And they are just awesome with debuffs as well. They're kind of like the similar to the Fanatic, actually. Same sort of vulnerability spell, but they've got, like, some awesome debuffs. That's actually the counter to this, what Fluke is pulling here. Sorry, Zeza's pulling here. He doesn't have many paladins. So if you hit them with Shadow Prophets for stunning, anything that, like, debuffs the enemy is going to give them a terrible time, as you can see. Because they just can't fight back against it. Zeza's using pure numbers to overcome this here. Fluke lost Settlers somewhere. Yeah, he lost Settlers again to the same reactionist. Oh, that's gonna go down. Good attempt from Fluke, but I think there's just too much damage coming in here. Unfortunately, at this stage of the game, you really can't fight Council in an archer battle. because they just have everything they need to really just stomp you on that front. These Bunbows did really well with the raids, but unfortunately for Fluke, Zeza has invested in like getting decent ranged company, so he's winning these. He's winning these exchanges. Yeah, Rash just gotta eat. Yeah, okay, good game. There was a chance, you're right. I think he could have actually taken it, but you know, sometimes your morale as a player breaks and you have to route from the game. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, it's a new map. Obviously it's really frustrating if you keep running into a problem that you should know that was there, but you're just not familiar with the map, and yeah, that's... Even people who play this game like all the time still have to familiarize themselves with the maps. Showcased my ass and yeah, colorful language indeed. Yeah, players definitely do have a morale bar. That's for sure, you know. Sometimes you just need to sit still and recover your morale. Can't do that when you're just like playing game after game. Yeah, we all have skeletons inside of us, that's true. Skeletons. But we have morale bars, so we're technically weak skeletons. That's our burden. Stop saying scary things. Alright, I'll give it a rest. Or will I? Okay, I think this is the last game for the night. We are playing the next map on Destiny. We're just going to have a quick look-see at it. And I'm going to have to remind Zeza to change the fog of war. Let's see here. New additions to the map. The ruins are now... They have militia inside of them now. There are several other additions. There's a bandit camp over here on this top part. The Caldronite golems are in the middle of the map. And I believe those are the significant changes. Yeah, three creep caps with the Cauldronite golems being the hardest. Man, Zeza's been getting really lucky with the console rolls, actually. If you've never been boned, Arch, you should play against Sia more often. Lame joke, I know. I've got dad jokes for days, sue me. Oh boy, this is interesting. We have a nationalist Caesar and a Sia Fluke. This is gonna be fun. Actually, we had this in Alskar, I believe. But the tactics that Fluke would have normally pulled off might not work as... Like, if he did the same tactic that he did in Alskar, might not work as well in Destiny. Looks like he's going double settler. He's going for a bit of a macro opener here. Oh boy, fighting the skeletons with the settlers. Not... Oh boy, okay. Looks like we're gonna have a quick rematch. Yeah. Maybe he'll get nationalist this time, actually. Zeza... Zeza's not really much of a summoner guy, actually. Oh, okay, well, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I've never seen Zeza play as Royalist before, so, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Looks like right off the bat he's got a good hero. Two good heroes. Dylan and Darius are very good. Marsalis is the most disappointing hero in this game. Just because her stats are terrible. Like, she is like... If you read her bio, she's basically like a magical girl. I don't really watch those animes, but you know, I imagine that's the case. She's got a black and long blade called Star-chan, for Pete's sake. So yeah, she's a bit of like a magical girl. Look at the moon on her face. Terrible stats. Like, she's like about as tanky as like wet paper mache. Has really bad like attack speed and like physical damage. Courage as a spell, because you know, why not? We couldn't give her bless, that would be too overpowered. And lightning, like, it does less damage than a fireball, and yeah, it's good if you have a lot of lightning like casters to disrupt morale, but unfortunately she's just disappointing. I think in Koan 2 she's a nationalist hero and she's got a different name. She's like called something Barum, I think. At least they reused the... Bear in mind, that's a special edition hero, so this is stuff that was added in like after the game was finished. Immortal Sovereigns was finished. We get these because we're using patch 1.3.10, which has the special edition heroes included in it. So yeah, they might have just used this portrait for her and then reused her like character concept in the other game, in Kern 2. Alright, so in terms of economy, Fluke is getting his gold mine. That'll put him up to about 34, I imagine. No, probably less. Oh, even more. 34 than 46. Okay, and on this side we have Zeza on pretty low economy. Looks like he's getting more wood to fix his economic problems. He's up to 28 gold per minute. And he's getting his company of engineers nice and cheap from the billet. Looks like Fluke is gearing up to take a slannery. And Zeza is roaming the map. Looks like he might go for this bandit camp over here. Is this going to be enough? Because Mr. Sean Mott over here is not Hasanko. His melee damage isn't as good. I mean, it's not terrible, actually. It's pretty... Yeah, I suppose it's not terrible. It's magic and it's 150 speed. Yeah, looks like both players kind of worn out. I think this might be a rather quick game, depending on how... Depending on how it goes, might be a rather quick game. Had to help summon you back now. Well, welcome back, Hermit. Looks like both players have just been doing their early game thing. Let's see, companies here. We got the engineers with the horse archer. Not a bad decision. I mean, it might seem a bit strange, but the horse archer can actually run away in bad situations. And I mean, it's going to sit at the back and shoot, so it's going to be out of the fight most of the time. It's a good way to keep your company alive. And he's got 5 scouts and long footmen there. We have 2 short skeletons with just one of them has a cone on them, and then he's got short engineers. So it's plus 62 to plus 30, that's not looking good. It seems like Zeza's a bit behind in economy there. Going ahead and taking that bandit camp. Looks like Fluke is getting started on his Haroon Sanctuary. That is a very bad militia spread for Zeza. These guys do a lot of damage now. They still go down pretty quick, but they're a lot tougher than they were, and you can lose units to this. Looks like that camp is going down. Aziz is a bit ahead in that regard. I believe he's a bit more familiar with the maps, obviously, because he was the one who put all of them together. But Fluke is not doing too badly. In terms of economy here, definitely in Fluke's favor. Especially if he manages to steal these golems out from Zeza's nose. If Zeza can scout this right now, he might be able to scare him away, but I doubt it. These things are Caldonite golems and they deal magic damage. How does that make sense? You would think a solid block of Caldonite hitting you with like a fist of Caldonite would deal Caldonite damage, but no, they're magical. So yeah, I think all of us are quite familiar with this map. This is like the basic bread and butter map for the 1v1s, quite honestly. It's a map that's like halfway between rush strats and macro, and it just does really well. It's a bit claustrophobic, especially later in the game, and you can often lose just because like an enemy army pushed through one of these entrances to your side. But there's plenty of opportunities to mitigate that, I think. What's up? What's the problem with the Skillies? They're pretty strong. I mean, they can take out Caldonite golems with the help of heroes. Looks like Zeza is checking to see if these Caldonite golems are still there, and yeah. He's double set. Oh, he's gonna lose 2 companies. Oh no. Oh no, Fluke. So, looks like Fluke has claimed his Slanry. Zeza has not. The settlers are cold outside. Yeah. Settlers are fucking slackers, man. If you like let them like work on the same project, they'll just be like, yeah, okay, I'll move in here. Yeah, I won't even add to the militia. I'll just sort of like park myself off in here. I'll take my wage too, thanks. It's kind of like drinking and driving, man. You just don't drink and settle, I guess. You know, like you gotta be like on top of your game there. I think one of those companies was a uncohand company as well. So that was 75 gold instead of 50 lost. I'm not saying Fluke is drunk. I'm just saying, like, if you're ever playing Kohan and you've had a bit too much to drink, don't try to power settle. Trust me on that. I won't tell you how I know that, but just trust me on it. Right, so he's sitting on a very strong economy. I think he can actually afford to throw away those settlers. He's kind of giving himself a handicap there. Yeah, he's low on army though. Let's see what he's got. He's got settlers. He's just got his first slandery company with Vulgari. Oh my god, that's disgusting. That is awful. Wow, Fluke, you are going to hell for making that company. I'll explain in a minute why that's terrible. Looks like he's got his settlers, short skellies, and these guys have leveled up. They are regular. Yeah. Okay, so this guy is one of the most annoying heroes in the game because he starts out and he gets Shadow Shock, which is an AoE stun that like just paralyzes a group of enemies, and it's quite a large group for like 5 seconds or so, and he just casts it. He casts Shadow's Blessing like once, and then he'll just spam Shadow Shock all the time. He is terrible. And when you add him to a company of Slandery Warriors that will debuff the enemy and slow them down, and then the Slandery Mystic which summons Wasps which do the same thing and entangle them, it's just impossible to get away from. This is just like the most evil company to use against cavalry, because they will never get away from you. I think he has already gotten a fix, because Vulgari from the normal patch 1.3.10, I think he starts with just Shadow Shock and Awakened, which he just spams over and over. Here he's got Shadow's Blessing, which is like it brings up the attack value of the company a bit, but it does slow him down in casting, because he will cast Shadow's Blessing first if he hasn't, and then only Shadow Shock afterwards. You have a few seconds to get away from him before he stuns you. And we have some super goats here for Fluke. He's taking his Iron Man. On this side for Zeza, we have some short footmen. He's got good choice. Very good choice, actually. This is the perfect company to make against the Slandery. He's got some goons that's going around. Darius is good on goons, but he only gets Blessing, Dylan gets protection. Typically, with the massive amount of HP that goons have, you kind of want to give them the strongest protection buff. Let's see here. We got Marsalis still on the engineers, and five scouts and long footmen that are just parked outside the Haroon. Zeza's doing a good job of map control here. He's scouting out his enemies. He's trying to get a read on what's happening. If he runs into... Yeah, okay, this is not going to end well for these scouts. Let's just watch the magic. Oh, there it is. Shadow Shock. Dead, 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 and... Oh, they actually did escape. Oh, wow. Well, they're still dead, though, because they can't run away without a captain. They're just going to sit there. And these guys are going to catch them, and that's it. It's just utter evil to use against cavalry. Because most cavalry companies just will not have protection from the enchantments. So, oh, no, he's dead. No, they're all dead. Sorry, buddy. Oh, no. Oh, very sad. Bye-bye. Yeah. That's how you know you're screwed. When the ground itself just kind of grabs you by your ankles. Trips you up. Leaves you at the mercy of lizard people. That's just how you know you're dead. Yeah, they're ground tentacles. It doesn't get much worse than that. The Super Goat's doing some work here. He's put Vulgari on this company instead, which is even more evil. Because these guys have just got amazing mobility. And Vulgari is just going to Shadow Shock. And they get Shadow's Blessing as well, which means if they can stay out of trouble, they just get a huge boost of damage. Fluke is playing this very well. That's a disgusting company. I like it. Yeah, no, that sums it up. I could not say it better myself. Yeah, you can Shadow Shock and run away, basically. Just endlessly kite things. If anything tries to chase this company, he just Shadow Shocks them and everything just shoots it to death. So, yeah, putting a hero like Yistok or Volgari, both of them are very strong for very similar reasons, onto a company like this is just, that's just a giant middle finger to the game's balance. Like, they're just so good. Unless the company you're shooting at has a paladin, but or wild seekers. We did add a new unit into the Haroon faction, new caster, that can move quite quickly, move alongside cavalry, so you can put them on goats. They cast Mystic Immunity, which is, it's not like a permanent spell immunity like the paladin gets, but it does give enchantment immunity once it's been cast. So if they engage safely, cast the spell, they can't be messed with in any way. See, the problem with this matchup over here is that Battle Priests are a waste of time, because as you can see here, Fluke has very, very little undead. Okay, I think I'm lagging here. And we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know where this internet problem comes in here. What was I saying before? Yeah, he can't use Battle Priests against this. He might be able to get Sorceresses and get like 4 to 6 of them and will help peel apart this mess over here, but he's in an awkward, like Fluke has put him in an awkward position here, because he wants Paladins on his units, but you can't put Paladins onto every company, so that you have to make the choice. And like, Paladins also take away something that you would have gotten otherwise. So, like, you can put a Celebrant on there, or whatever you have access to. This company's gonna go down. Or it might not, if the pair can get out of there. Okay, I have no idea what's wrong with my internet.
Oh, that was not good.
Yeah, Fluke is definitely keeping the pressure on him. He's keeping everything nice and healed here. He's comfortably... Oh, I see, okay, he did get his sorceresses here. These can help mop up. I mean, this
bastard.
This engineer company's going down, for sure. And sorceresses are a great way to just catch some of the units from these faster companies so that you always get a decent trade on them. Like, he can flee at this point here. But look at how much he's lost. Like, that's going to take a while to heal. That was a fully healed company and now it's, like, pretty much dead. So, yeah, sorceresses are a great unit to have. But you need a certain number of them to actually freeze enough units to turn the tide of a battle. Because those frozen units can't contribute anything in terms of damage. So every unit you freeze makes your troops last longer. Yeah. Super Shadow Shock Goats, yeah, that is definitely a thing. These guys are fully healed, so they're gonna go and look for some trouble now. But obviously it's not ideal for the exchange for Gary to Shadow Shock this company and then have the sorceresses like freeze 2 of the units in here, because it immediately means that it's just gonna trade badly. You need something in front of it, because if these guys can just freeze units and the infantry kill them, those units aren't shooting, they're not fighting, you're wasting valuable time because you're gonna have to heal them up again later. So we'll see which order they engage here. It's a lot of damage coming in from Fluke. And some units getting frozen, but not enough sorceresses here. So, oh, Sylvana got frozen. See, this is one of the biggest risks when you're playing against someone who's using a lot of sorceresses, is you could just get your hero frozen and that's it, they're dead. You know? Oh, that was a nasty trade. You might just lose the whole company. If Caesar decides to move. No, okay, the company's safe now. Still, that sucks. Losing a hero. It's 50 gold. And all the experience down the drain. That is a bad move. Do not let those guys go forward. These guys are looking for trouble. No, 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 no. Bad. No. What are these archers doing? Okay, maybe this might work out in his favor. He's gonna freeze the entire front line here and kill them. Might even get the, yeah, he's gonna get the Mystic as well. But he needs something to shoot at that. To kill it. Yeah. All that XP, for sure. Each kill in this game is 1 XP for the company. So, and then they also gain, like, XP slowly at a rate of, like, I think it's 1 XP per minute or something. Maybe it's less. It's 1 XP 30 seconds. But yeah. Oh, that's rough. He just lost Bulgaria as well. He's got the gold to pay for these losses. It's not a big deal at this point in the game. He's certainly doing a lot better economically than Zeza, and he's reinforced his position here, so he's not worried. Oh, he does have Battle Priests. Oh, okay. I thought this was a cleric. Don't think... No, Zeza's front line is gonna die here. He needs to pull back. It's too much damage. Yeah, he lost Darius again. And he's gonna lose the entire company again as well. Or not. Okay, they're gonna make it. No, no, never mind. Spoke too soon. That's Shadow Shock for you. Oh no. Oh, that is expensive. Goodbye, 2nd Dragoons. We will miss you. Oh, he's got another short company of goons here. I think they also gain XP when their own units die, so it would explain the elite zombies I got once. They do... I know for a fact they do gain experience sitting around, like, doing nothing. Like, the longer they've been in the game, and the longer they've been around, the more passive XP they've gotten. I'm not sure if they gain XP when their own units die. They might, I don't know, I haven't actually watched it that closely. You might be right there, Diego, actually. I haven't really paid much attention to how the XP mechanics really work. I just know that, like, obviously getting kills is good, and therefore sticking... I know that your Kohan on the company shares any XP gains that they get, but they also have their own XP gains as well. So if you put a Kohan in Engage, and... Oh no, Dylan. No. Oh, that was awful. If you put a Kohan in Engage, and they get kills, they will progress in XP much faster than the rest of the company. But if you put them on a company with, like, Bowman or something, which is, like, just sitting in the back getting kills from everything, it's probably one of the fastest way to level up your Kohan, actually, is just stick them on an archer company. Oh, 5th Goons. What happened to... 4? I guess 4 took a short, early vacation. Get a tad overzealous after that vulgar kill. Yeah. Just a tad. This is a stun locking competition, yeah. For in Fluke's position, the best way to counter sorceresses I've found as Seer, and the reason why you don't really want to go sorceresses against Seer, unless they're doing something like this where they get a lot of indies, is because they can just make Shadow Demons, and those throw out 3 Shadelings each time they summon. And if you're fighting against a company that like can just instantly summon 6 Shadelings, the sorceresses get very confused and distracted by the Shadelings. So it's a very effective way to just waste the freezes and like nail you with something else. It's like the Seer answer to not having paladins. They don't need magic immunity, they just have like shitloads of summons. Do they both have tunnel vision? Not really. So it's been pointed out in other replay videos before that like they're only focusing on the middle. The reason why they're both focusing on the same point in the map is because if one of them has to take their army and go somewhere else, the other person would just send their army in and win. So you kind of have to have like an army here and then make another army and move around the map with that other army. Yeah, it looks like Fluke is breaking some ground here. He is way ahead economically. So this, yeah, they will actually protect him, funny enough. Yeah, nice. The Rune Militia's doing a good job here, actually. I think those Dragoons are destined to die. Imagine being recruited to fight as a Dragoon led by Darius, no less. I know, you would expect more. Like, just going onto the battlefield being like, yeah, no, we have the greatest hero of all time. No, not Gavin, we couldn't get him. It's just Darius this time. But like, yeah, you guys have been chosen to follow Darius into battle and die ingloriously. Yeah. Fort. Fort would be helpful for Zeza at the moment. I would reinforce this position here. Does he have an engineer company? He does. They are sitting right there. Let's take out. He's got Sylvanas settling in the back. He's got Sean Mart on the Shadow Knights. And he's got Vulgari on a new company of... No, on a same company. First company of goats. Super goats. Yeah. See what he's got. He is moving in with some more wraiths here. Yeah. Double wraith. Triple wraiths. Okay. This is a big ball of ouch here. Let's see. Settling down there. Fighting up here. He's got his own Rainbringers with Magician. No, Wild Seekers. 2 Wild Seekers. Their spells don't stack though. That must have been a bit of a misplay from him. I think he must have intended for one of them to be a magician or something. I think he's, yeah, Fluke's gonna win this exchange. And at this point, the longer you keep fighting here, the more you're wasting units, because these guys are going to take longer to get back up. I think this is GG here, because his Bone Bows with Wraiths are here, and these guys are just going to mop up completely. Yeah, there you go. GG. Well played. I think that leaves Fluke as the overall... No, are they evenly matched, actually? Was it a 3-3? Yeah, these are some good games tonight.
Oh man, that was a good last game. But
Yeah.
as you can tell, Royalist is by far my least comfortable. And also,
Yeah.
he fucking went all living units after I went for
That's the risk, man. That's the risk. Is that your battle priests don't mean shit if he goes all living units.
I know that was.
That's why I put battle priests on archers, because like it's like, well, if he goes skeletons, he's fucked, and if he goes like living units, I still have archers. So, but yeah, no, you play. I have noticed that many people who play Royalist don't really seem to build a huge amount of macro. Like, it's
That wasn't bad for like the last.
Well played.
There's
Well played. Good game. Well played.
Yes, GG, WP.
yeah, that was good. Well played, guys.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was really fun.
That was a very, very special 100 subscriber special.
Hell yeah.
Right? Dude, that was sick.
I know, that was
so sloppy. Like,
I felt like very sloppy but very on it at the same time. Like there were some ways where I had no idea what I was doing, but there were some ways where I was like, huh, I'm not playing that bad.
right. Yeah, this feels right. Yeah, you definitely were playing clean here. Like, oh, there's a lot to figure out for sure, but yeah.
Yeah. That was
your moves. I was like, oh, I guess I'm dead. That was fun. Well played, man.
Hell yeah.
Really looking forward to doing more of these games, and also the new meta seems way more flexible. You know,
The maps are interesting. I like them.
Yeah, like my brain can't like form really good thoughts on that right now, but it was cool.
right? Dude, I'm so checked out.
Oh yeah, I know that last game was rough.
Oh yeah. Every time I remembered I had a settler setting somewhere, I'm like, Bont probably said something about this.
Oh man, yeah. When you went, when I was like, oh man, I got like 12-minute battle priests, and then I just see wind riders and slots. It's like, oh,
full Gary on super goats. You're going to hell for that, Fluke.
Yes. He's good on them.
Like I saw you put him on the
Slannery
at first, and I was just, oh my god, that's terrible. That's a horrible, horrible combo. Why would you do that to someone else?
Did you see like the entire side of his screen just turned red? It's like there's the attackers. They're, sleeping right now.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
So, Zeza, do you think we should like just wrap up the stream here and just sort of like give like a final notes for
Hell yeah.
for later?
I had so much fun tonight. Thank you anyone who is watching and who still is watching and who will watch in the future and who will watch in the past and who will watch right now again, over and over again.
We shall watch all things.
Yes, that is the very, very well thought out thought that I needed to insert into this. I'm feeling great, guys. That was a shitload of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. Really looking forward to playing more games with Flute and whoever else wants to come our way.
You're all welcome. As you can see, there's a lot to learn. Get in here, do some damage.
There we go. There's a lot to learn, especially on this brand new meta too. Yeah, man. Thank you for 100 subscribers. Everyone who's watched any of these silly videos that I've made. It's kind of amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is a party,
I think that's
and
probably
you're all invited, even though the party's ending.
it's probably the best way to sum it up right there. Is like holy shit, 100 subs. Where did that come from? That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, if people can see the end of this video right now, if you're still watching by this point, we're in a Discord. Amazing, right? The Discord is open to everyone and anyone who cares or gives a shit about this game. So, if you're watching this and you thought this whole thing was pretty cool, come and join and talk to us. Well, you don't even have to play. Not at first. We'll slowly coerce you or blackmail you into playing. But
that's sexy.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of time before that point just to get comfortable. So come in, make yourself at home.
Yeah, man. We have fun. I'm having fun. Everyone's having fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
Bont, you seem a bit more coherent than me right now, so
yeah.
You should probably steal the.
I'll wrap it up.
Wine and fun.
Both of you got battle fatigue.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Anyone who stuck around to this point. Once again, 100 subs. Amazing. Just very, very impressed by that. Yeah, thank you, Zeza, for letting me stream to the channel. I guess this is
absolutely, man,
from my side here. And yeah, check out the other videos if you want, because they're all great, and there'll be more tournament videos up soon. I think we got a few casts.
Oh yes, we should say that we have a few more tournament videos to cast. I hope to. We just haven't had a chance to get onto any, but I hope to do some soon. And we'll wrap up the tournament from last year in a few weeks, and then get on to casting some new games, and hopefully getting some tutorial videos out and that kind of stuff people have been asking for.
I think it's just 2 more matches left, right? Both of them.
We have 3 matches left.
3, okay, yeah. Fluke versus Marduk as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you around.
I love you all.